Peggy 12.
Looking like the most optimal driver.
Hello. Let's do this. Sorry about the noise in the background, I'm making tea. I'm unprepared. Can't hear anything because of the tea. Oops, sorry, couldn't move that.
Oh my goodness, 2-in-1 intro, that's going to be a record. Guys, welcome to the final week of rankings. Dragon Ball FighterZ National Championship, week number 7. Bro, it's been 7 weeks, man. Bro, it's just been so crazy. We're here at the end now. Yeah, man, let's see who makes those playoffs.
Absolutely, I'm laughing because someone of the chat said Piggy
All right.
24. Oh my God.
Wait, they're in the wrong ones.
Welcome everyone to week 7 of the National Championship, the final week of round robin.
They swapped them.
The playoffs immediately next week with Spain, actually. So you still have a full December of Dragon Ball FighterZ action. But as always, we are starting with Spain on this Friday.
Let me just get my tea.
Everyone had a great evening. And have you noticed, Terrence, we body swapped today? Like,
yeah, this is actually crazy. I actually do have that shirt, by the way. So it's like it's kind of weird. You've been raiding my wardrobe, bro. But yeah, it's we'll get that big shortly, guys. But yeah, it should be a great day today. We've got some exciting ones as always. Spain coming up. Let's have a look at some of the matches that we're gonna have today. Because I am hyped for this, man. I'm ready. I am ready for some España games today.
Yeah, and I think because the final game and a lot of the players, those who didn't perform well, they want to show something before leaving. You know for a fact that they will want to showcase, what they can do. But let's take a look at the matches today. 4 matches as always, guys. The first 2 fives to decide the order of the playoffs. There is still a 4th position that can be clutched today. So we open with Christian Energy versus Gamba, then Gropis versus Cuenca Cinco, Guinness God Tigris, which is probably the biggest match today, and Shanks Kalbu, a big one as well.
Damn, these are going to be so good, man. Spain has been so crazy to watch. It's been so interesting. A lot of people a lot of players that people didn't really know about. Like Gropis, I feel like he's the breakout star here. Undefeated. Like that's kind of insane considering you throw Genescod, Shanks, Kalbu, those well-known players into the mix, and he was a up-and-comer that had to work his way through, and he did so. Here he is up against Cuenca. That's going to be his match to go undefeated. But first of all, we're going to have Christian RG, a player that has been unable to get going, I feel like, here in the National Championship, up against Gamba, who is the world the renowned Ginyu player there. Really brought some crazy stuff as well, but again, unable to get things going, I feel, as well.
Yeah, it's like, I feel honestly, so between these two, so Christian,
all right, now I'm here, sorry.
Wild card, as in, he's someone who's done well in a couple of Spanish tournaments, who had potential to do so, but didn't manage to make it.
Oh, what a day, or several days.
I have to say that, personally speaking, in my initial top 4, I believed Gamba would make it to the top 4 there. I think this is a player that a lot of people expect to qualify, but honestly I think
and Tyrant has the cam issues again,
and I'm thinking, especially, of course, you mentioned him, Gropis.
He's in low quality for some reason.
Really played well. Let's take a look, of course, at the rankings so we can just explain what could happen today, because a couple of specific spots can be clutched. So as you can see, Gamba, Cuenca and Christian Energy are out of the race, right? So today they're playing for fun. They're here to have some fun. They're done. What can change today, that 4th place could be clutched by Kalbu, but he needs a lot. First of all, he needs to punch Shanks up, which is really hard.
Do I sound normal?
Destroyed by Guinness Gods.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, that's true. Guinness God destroying
still,
I feel like is that could happen.
I might have some sound issues. I'm not sure. Let me know.
Point spread against Tigris.
If something's messed up.
Kalbu destroying Shanks, I don't know about that. I really think that's an unlikely scenario. Shanks is just looking way too good, and Kalbu towards the end here of the season, we thought he couldn't dig his way out of that hole. He was in 8th place for a long time, bro, for a few weeks, but he did dig his way out, and now look at him. He's actually in a potential situation where he could make it. So I mean, he has been playing great, but to defeat one of Spain's finest...
Oops, I should turn off Steam. Whatever. I'll do. If they keep popping up, I'll do it.
Of course, Gropis, he's playing Cuenca Cinco, who's already eliminated. Gropis, 1 win will secure his first place. And of course, I don't know if we have the slides about the playoff format. If you can just take a look to remind you guys how it works. But the way the playoff works is we're going to have the 4 players, the top 4 qualified. But the way it works is going to be a bracket, single elimination, first to 5, where the third will play 4th. Winner of that game will play 2nd. Winner of that game will play 1st, which means that if you're 1st in the league, you will only have to win 1 first to 5 to get the win at the end. And that's huge because running a gauntlet among the best Spanish players, of course, or like the respective players in your region.
Wait, what? I don't understand.
A hard task.
Yeah,
wait, can they show that in a graphic? Only then can I understand. I need visuals.
Option to have. But yeah, these other guys are going to be really fighting for those spots. The high spot is so important for all these players here in the league. You're going to be seeing that the guys that have gone undefeated, the guys that have been winning consistently, those are in a fantastic place. But man, for the rest of these guys, it might be a bit longer. You can see the playoffs here, the dates, guys. So 5th of December will be the first one here with Spain.
That's next week.
December we're going to have. I know, only 1 week away, guys. Only 1 week away.
Okay, so 2 next week.
December, of course, US West. That's on the same weekend. France and USA East are on the same weekend, 12th
and Japan is almost like at Christmas.
And closing out here, 20th of December, going to be a great one.
Well, they don't really celebrate it, I guess, so.
Of course, coming up. But now that we've obviously, like talked about all of this, remember it's top 4 that's gonna be, working in there. If you could just take a look at the final bracket, the way the final bracket will look. Of course, we're gonna be able to fill that bracket by the end of the day today. That should be like this. So as you can see, in grand finals, the first will be there. In semi-finals, the second will be there, and the first match will be 4th versus 3rd. So let's see, of course, in which order is this going to go. Let's talk about our first game. Of course, it is Christian Energy against Gamba. It's the only match tonight that pretty much has
Wait, so you get like auto boosted to grand finals if you're first?
Christian, he has not been able to get a win yet. He's actually the player.
Oh, okay, I see how it works.
In the entire 5 championship. 16% win rate. That's a harsh, stat to know. So he's here to be like, you know what? I've been invited here. I got the honor of like being.
Wait, does this make sense? Like, why did they make it like this? I'm trying to figure out if this is like good and fair, but I suppose.
Yeah, that'd be a nice position.
If I ever try to participate in this one, it's an invitational, but I have played in multiple fighters tournaments. Yes.
With at least 1 win under his belt, he wants to show why he was invited here. Why he is considered amongst the
some offline, but mostly online.
He just wants to prove it to himself, I imagine, as well. He wants to walk away with at least 1 win up on the board. In his head held high, one way or another. So yeah, let's go. But Gamba's going to feel the same. Like he's another guy that's.
Thank you so much for the follow.
Amongst the Spanish scene, and he's going to be here looking to get at least 1. He's had.
So, wait, where was Gamba in the tier? In the ranking. Is it over for him?
The strength in this team is like his characters can all pretty much be swapped around by point, So it tends to change a bit. He usually goes for Yult or UI Goku on point, but decided to go for Ginyu. Today in the first opening, goes for him Christian.
I know it's over for Christian. He's like in the lowest.
He's going for UI Goku.
Drop.
Yeah, this was why I said, mixing things around here. That Ginyu on point, we haven't really seen that a lot. He's normally starting with UI Goku so he can get the hit and go into the mix. Wow,
I've never been in any major tournaments because most of the majors are like, I would suppose, in America. A couple in France. But I've never been. I've only been to offline events in Sweden, where I'm from. And then I don't think there are any online major events.
And I tell you what, man, getting hit by a Ginyu combo when you've got Spark is a heartbreaker because that's going to be a long combo guaranteed.
But I've never been to America, so I've never played in a really big one.
Thank you very much. 4 Barnos not to kill. Just knows Berta to cover, and of course he's the corner. Perfect timing for Gamba. That's going to be a dead Android 18.
That's right, fastest in the universe, man. You've got to have fast reactions. Okay, Gamba gets the first kill there. Android 18 goes down. First kill of the day. Now let's go.
Okay, the CSC is catching him. Interesting. He's using.
I love tournaments. I miss them so much. I miss offline tournaments.
Of course. But goes for the Kaioken.
Those were good times.
I feel like all of Goku's assists are great, man. His character's really strong.
We'll get him back eventually.
Oh, straight to Spark. Okay, wants to save that Ginyu. Of course, lots of blue life. Double reflect.
Ooh,
Vanish
nice.
on- Ooh,
Oh, lovely stuff from Christian.
I expected him to pick that vanish up, you know, with empty vanish into L, but didn't work and combo long enough to let that spark run out. Christian looking for the
Good
kill this
mash.
time, but he was mashing that L button. Oh my god!
Here we go!
Oh, is he switching really? Poor Christian.
Hey,
Let's go!
let's go! That's the first
It is
one
like no
we
health.
had in the league, man.
Is it the first one? Did Double L not do one? I feel like we've seen one.
I can't remember if Double L did.
Goodbye,
but
Ginju.
That's a dead Ginyu on Christian's side. And Gamba, I mean, even if he does not want to play base Goku, he's gonna see assist, you know, that's alright for him.
Bro, he's just keeping it true to the series out here, man. He wants that base Goku body.
Also, stream, I'm sorry that this
The cannon swaps are out there.
this stream was not planned out. I started the stream like 3 hours before, 3 minutes before I went live. So sorry about like no cam or no preparation or anything.
Gamba.
It happens.
Gonna do it.
I made it home just in time for this,
First game.
so I figured why not stream.
This has been a very fun first game to watch, and you can see Gamba wants to make a statement today. He's like, listen, I might not be qualified, but I'm still out there, you know, I'm still one of the top players in my country. Christian Energy is struggling, and I'm glad, you know, we got to see a body swap. Gamba was actually...
Body swap
like,
wasn't hyped though because it died so fast.
He isn't a believer in the body swap, like it's not part of his strategy. He will only use it when he feels like he wants to have fun, right? But if you ask him about Ginyu and
Something
everything,
like-
he's like, you know,
Does
like,
anyone-
he's like,
does
body
any
swap, but
Ginyu
also
really
means that I
have
to
body
play the other
swap?
character, and like I'm not good with another character, so I would rather
in
not
their
rely on
like
that.
plan though, I
understand
don't
this
know.
I feel like if it's UI, steal it. You have two UIs.
That's the thing. If you play UI,
Oh, the
against him,
stage.
just steal the UI.
GG's.
You got 2 UI. GG's. Thank you very much for playing.
Exactly. That's too good. Okay, here we go. Rikun in there.
Got saved by his friend.
Damn, you force flooding the screen out here. All right.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot.
Okay.
What's the next Ginyu Force? That's Butler. That's the duo, right? No. See, that's why I can't play Ginyu Tyrant. My brain is not big enough.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like we're always saying, like, oh man, Ginyu players, they're always thinking ahead. Are they? Or are
Well,
they
yeah, well,
just
thank you for the host.
degenerate? They're just literally spamming the force. We don't know.
I rate Ginyu players for this, man. I just rate them because
Yeah.
for me, I would... Like, listen, I play Adol Gohan. I always forget if I'm level 0 or level 1, so that's too big brain for me. Ooh, the
Nice.
gonna get caught.
Dude, Ginyu, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with him.
The assist in there. Body swap again, UI! He's got 2 UIs! Come on, your instinct!
Okay, he got the good character.
Everyone thought Cloud
Let's
had the
go.
strongest team in the game. This is the strongest team in the game, Tyrant.
He has a double UI.
Boom, the assist. Well, it's over.
It's actually pretty
over.
crazy.
You're like Embarcación Madre. Can you just put +1 on Gamba's side? I don't even want to watch this.
Bro, double UI with Kid Buu. This is absolutely disgusting. This is degenerate. Oh, here we go though.
Oh, let's go, 1 down. Oh, you
Oh,
choose
no.
UI Goku? Well, now face my UI Goku.
Here you go. That was Ultra Instinct side.
It's cool, he has one more.
Face, Ultra Instinct, the full version. Here he is. Okay.
What's gonna come? Let's go. 1 UI down. Can you get the second down? That's a lot of work for Christian, but at least did it well. To come back to a quote-unquote normal team.
That was cursed, man. UI dying, another UI coming in. Oh man, I never want to see that ever again. That was gross.
What's up, Nando? How are you?
Oh, that's awful. And now Christian comes in with this.
Guys, I need to tell you about my horrible couple of days. Basically, yesterday we took our cat to the vet, and he bit me at the vet's. And so today I had to go to the hospital and take a, what's it called in English? Tetanus shot? Is that what it's called? I went and got a shot.
Stagger pause because he doesn't know the move. Alright.
So it's been a lot of vets and a lot of doctors and
Yeah, I like that. Gets a clean punish with this. It's gonna get side
it should be fine now though. The wound looks okay.
Down. Yeah, he's not gonna go for level
And
1
I got
yet.
the
Just
shot
gonna
and
wait.
we're good, I think.
Tail, the dash.
But in case you're wondering why I haven't been streaming for a couple of days.
On that one. The command grab from base 3, definitely one of his scariest tools, but oh wow, he got hit with the Ember, no follow up. There we go though, gets a light conversion. Not going to be a ton of damage. cannot kill, but still. Probably
How are you all been, by the way? Which of you have celebrated Thanksgiving? Dude, there's been so much food on my timeline. I've never seen so much food in my life.
Christian has been pretty good at taking those, but Superdash gonna open him up, not enough bars to get the kill.
I don't even know what like everything is.
big A assist.
Everything says brown.
Definitely one of the strongest in the game.
Well, I know the turkey, I can tell that much. And then it's like mac and cheese or something? With turkey? Makes no sense to me.
If you have the double UI Goku assists, like I would like to just have this, right? I would like to have Gamba tagging Kid Buu in and be like, press A assist.
It looks good though. It made me look forward to like Christmas and all the Christmas food. Like eating too much. The tradition of eating too much food.
Oh no, I can't.
That double Ultra Instinct was one of the most cursed moments of the National Championship so far. Bro, my man had two on the same team. That's illegal. Get this guy out of here, man. Oh look, no more WI. No more WI.
Okay. Listen, now the body swap.
Now he switched them out, so he can't be stolen.
Goku, that's an alright one, you know, like it works, it's not too hard of a character to play. But you don't get UI Goku anymore, and I think that's a good change from Christian, you know, he does not want this to happen again.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, 2 games, 2 body swaps.
They haven't updated the score, right? It's 2-0 now.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm sleepy.
Very nice.
Had too much to do these past couple of days.
Okay, there we go. 18 knockdown here. Pulls the bro.
Hey Tyrant, I have a question for you. I'm just thinking, right? You know Ginyu's B assist is the Toku Sentai. If you body swap Ginyu, does Ginyu still have an assist?
Oh, I don't think so, actually.
I've never seen that case. I just thought of this. Like, if you guys on the chat can let me know, or does he go back to maybe A assist by default or something?
Yeah, that's interesting because obviously he can't call the force.
Oh, I didn't even see them up
My
there.
brain is growing along with the Ginyu play, man. Oh, Ginyu gets A assist if swapped. Shout out to Crozen in the chat. We're learning.
Okay. Yeah, Gamba is up 2-0, guys.
Ah.
Oh, that was a beautiful conversion from Gamba. You see the slight pause in there? That was real sick.
Yeah, it is 2-0 by the way. Oh, that's
It's so crazy that this is like already the last week. Like not counting playoffs.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I feel like we've been watching nationals for like half a year, but also only a couple of weeks.
And the right Toku Sentai can
I don't know, man.
TODU with like 2 bars. We've seen that from like Xiao.
What am I gonna do every weekend when this shit ends? There's like literally nothing else to do. Nothing else is happening in the world. Kane, thank you so much for
I
following.
really enjoy watching Ginyus. I hate facing Ginyus because it's really hard, but watching Ginyus, like, I enjoy watching all of this stuff. And that is gonna be a dead Ginyu to Christian. Doing probably the hard job, you know, on Gamba's side. I mean, then it's still an amazing team, you know, like UI Goku and Kid Buu, but it's not a team that's gonna surprise you.
Ooh, the clashes.
Cryptids,
Let's go! Drakumaru Zeta!
Nice.
Alright, oh, the dash up after the cross up, that was so nice. Gamba. Guys, they're smoothing today. Do you see how some players, they play a lot better when they know they don't have to worry about like qualifying for anything or anything on the line? Gamba's just having fun and he's playing ridiculously well.
It's a zero pressure play, you know, he's just having
I don't remember if Gamba still has a chance of making it.
Okay, so that spark is probably gonna get wasted because long enough block with this
that is
nice
weird.
one, he could have gotten a better punish with this.
Yeah, oh, good blocks though.
Max, thank you.
Gamba tried to challenge. Gamba has been bringing his most disrespectful play so far. I feel like he's been challenging a lot with buttons. But Christian able to hold it down there. Here we go.
Because it's Gropis and
Yeah, but you know the mix
Shanks, I know, are in top 4. But I don't remember the other 2 that are like there currently. And then I don't know who like have a chance if they play well today, they can make it in.
Yes, Christian taking the lead, looking to get his first game in this set.
Yeah, 118, one of the characters that can
I believe maybe Tigris is in 4th.
That super dash, you know, from a straight super dash hit, she gets a good follow up. Here we go, gets the straight hit on Kid Buu.
Oh, the Gene is gone. He's in 2nd right now, I think.
Kill, but still a good position for Christian.
Ah!
Right, nice.
Oh, poor Christian! He can't catch a break.
Oh, his damage is going to be crazy. Not enough, but still. Okay. Christian's gonna have to defend here. Oh no! Oh no! This could
Not
happen
like
now.
this, Christian. You got it. You got it still. You got it still to one
I
touch.
believe. Come on.
Yep, one touch here. Gamba
No, that was such a scary.
Oh,
That was such a scary super dash.
Got your order turrets. Oh no!
It's over. He's not gonna build.
He could finish with level 3.
All right.
But he could not. Okay, that is a true one touch now. Yeah, I think he could have killed this, but that's gonna be enough regardless. Gamba saving this one. Christian unable to just capitalize on his leads. Gave it to Gamba. That is 3-0 already for Gamba, and yep, pretty convincing performance for him.
He was unable to keep it together there.
Has Christian done 5-0 every time? I'm not sure.
Going for that vanish combo at the end there. Maybe he thought he had a bit more bar, or you know, there was a bit less life on Christian's side or something. But regardless, he was able to close it out. The 3-0 lead right now for Gamba, and you can really see how. It's like I said earlier, right? You can really see how. When some of these players know that there's nothing on the line,
That hurts. That has to be like one of the scariest things to be like the not scariest, I guess, but like that has to feel so bad to be like the worst player in an invitational.
That's true.
You know, this is what you got to do sometimes.
That probably sucks.
Ooh, that was okay. That opening kind of hurt my head.
Like the imposter syndrome feeling has to be strong, right? Plus you're the worst in the bunch. You can't really think of it like that though. You have to think of just like the experience you get. But it's probably hard when you're in the moment.
Straight to the spark.
Good, that was very good. I was gonna say bubble, but it's barrier. Thank you, Damascus.
Anything more from this, but at least gets away from the assist and the tag that Ginyu is saved.
Oh no!
Damn, no follow up on the cross up there, Christian. You've got to make those count.
Oh no!
Slotted flies. No, not around here.
Oh, it hurts.
Gamba gets the hit, and Christian's going to take some damage here on this 18. Corner position now, the 2H chased. Look at this, man. This character doesn't let you breathe.
That's done. That's done. Christian, I think like Christian's once again like, guilty of something that's really cost him a lot of matches, which is lack of patience. He wants to press buttons early, he wants to like maybe jump back early, and he keeps getting caught by these lows, by these assists, and once again that's a character lost in his way.
Absolutely. Oh, he actually sniped
Hey man,
out
we're
there.
Dragon Ball players, we don't like to have patience. I feel it. That's what we need to work on.
Oh,
Yeah, there was so much noise, I was like, what's coming?
Yeah. There was Raccoon, there was the purple crowns happening, you know, there was a lot. Oh, body flop
Oh.
again! Third one of the set.
Who did it take? It takes Tingo, alright. Oh, but he doesn't have any health, so that was pretty good.
Full life Team Gohan. Damn.
I guess that was an okay switch. I mean, unless
Let's go.
he wants his own character. No, he wants Tingo.
Yo, Gamba. If you can do one Team Gohan combo, you gain my full respect. I wanna see a bomb loop, Gamba. Show me the skills.
Nah, we're gonna see a mashed light. Oh, there we go though.
Does he not know how to play Tingo? Let's see.
Oh, opportunity. What happened?
He doesn't need to. Okay, fundamentals. He doesn't need to know.
Team Gohan combo ever. Let's go.
He kept it simple.
Yeah.
It's working. Alright, yeah, keep it. Let's go. Oh, good idea. This one, nice.
I have competed, yes. Or like I compete whenever there's like a chance. I don't travel overseas very much, so I didn't go. I've never been to like a huge tournament like in America and whatnot. But I've been to tournaments in Sweden and online tournaments. Obviously this year is only online tournaments.
The body swaps left, right, and center. He's really
I have a
been,
tournament tomorrow
doing,
actually.
24
Or is it on
games.
Sunday? Shit, I should probably look this up. I think it's tomorrow.
Has been threatening at all, and except that moment where he got the leads, and he then gave that comeback to Gamba anyway. It's a hard day for Christian today.
Yeah. No, he's
Oh, no,
really
Tyrant,
looking,
you're breaking.
He's looking quite strong actually. Well, I'm talking about Gamba. Christian is not having a good day, bro. He is getting kind of opened up a lot. He's been body swapped 3 times.
Yeah.
So far in the set, 3 times, bro.
Yeah. That's just Gamba showcasing the difference between the two players. You know, like he's a player who usually does better than Christian Energy in tournaments in Spain as well.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if Christian has already beaten him in tournament before, but Gamba today is trying to show, that he's out there. You know, if he can finish with a 5-0, that would be really cool. But
Come on, Christian, take one.
Looking to represent the square bottom society.
Put one on the board. Don't get body swapped.
On the boards, I know Acoustics would be proud, but that's not what he's looking
Your
for.
first tournament? Oh my god, I was so nervous my first tournament as well. But like, it's also, I don't know, there's something nice about it, isn't it? Like when you think back to your first tournament. Like you kind of wanted to throw up the entire time, but it's still such a nice memory to have, I think. A lot of people have been watching the Queen's Gambit lately, about the chess player. And like, I think it's like the second episode or something, she goes to her first tournament. And everyone's like, oh my god, I remember this so much, you know. Come on, thank you so much for 26 months. How are you? How's your hip? What did they say about the hip? Have you not gotten any answers yet?
That is solved, but he has yet to defeat Gamba once in this set. These two characters are really annoying, trying to play neutral.
But yeah, when I went through my first tournament, like I wasn't even close to good. Probably didn't even know combos. But competing is fun anyway, right? You can only get better. You gotta get out there to get better, you know? You just don't know anything. I'm so sad to hear that. The house is special. That's very good, actually.
Ooh, lack of respect. But that's okay. That's gonna work into the side switch, sending him down.
On this tournament? Is he gonna hold a tournament? He said he was gonna stream today, but then he hosted me, so I don't really know what his plan is. Is he gonna run a tournament today? I can ask him if you need to get a hold of him if he's not responding. 5-0 for Gamba? I can kind of see it, honestly. I don't know. I hope Cushion gets on. Doing it like a Smash tournament? Or chess? Are you doing chess?
Not looking as good as the previous game, and Christian Energy finally able to get something. The Dragon is gonna land, and Christian sending Gamba to his final character. Can he keep the lead this time and get a first game? Avoid La Manita.
Yeah, you don't want to take those L's too badly. Christian wants to get at least one up here for sure. Oh, Gamba though, he's going to get a big combo.
Yeah, you know it's doable. Yeah. You know it's fully doable with the UI Goku.
Oh, yeah,
and
absolutely.
Down. Level 1. Okay. Level 2. Okay. Who needs
level 2?
He said maybe Kumar when I asked him. My main team is Space Vegeta, Bardock, GT Goku. Sweaty team.
Like this?
Maybe it's not that sweaty this season. It's pretty sweaty though.
I'm not going to talk anymore, man. That was horrible. Casting curse.
My god.
Level 3 coming up here.
Yeah, that's big. That's big. And that's the one touchy! Christian Energy looking for his first win today. Looking to
get the damage. Come on.
On his side, watch out.
Oh.
Bro, are you serious? Gamba gambled it on the 2H. I mean, nothing to lose, right? Why not?
Why not indeed? Why not indeed? All right.
Come on, I'm very sorry for all the your thankless work.
Christian, if you're amazing, wake up 2H now. I don't even care what the mix is.
How do you even set a tournament up? Do you mean like Smash GG?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we know that he doesn't get the best. Like, he does get a meaty on that, but it's not amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh no! Oh no!
Bro, not like this. Can't kill Gohan, but still, that is a knockdown. That is a knockdown nonetheless.
Oh, is it because they added the spectator mode thing, Kumar? I like that he like spite added it early. Is it working good?
Bro,
Vegeta and UI Goku agree. Christian, please! It's so... Oh, he doesn't have meter though, but this is so sad. Yay! He did it!
That comeback at the absolute last moment.
Did he really wake up too heavy? It's like the scariest thing.
2H in that situation.
What's up, Jelini? I'm finally doing good.
But still, you know,
You haven't installed it?
Alright.
Alright.
A lot of IEDs going on, so good stuff there. Christian got that kill at the end there. He does have one up on the board, but Ward guys.
Dude, I hope Melee's gonna be alright, man. Or like Smash in general.
Yeah, saved it. Let's see if he can.
I can't believe
with this one. Of course, that's his first game, but that was not
the birther of the game
from Christian.
also tries to be the murderer of the game. It's weird.
But I wanna see more of Christian, man. Come on, it's the final.
New buttons? What type of buttons?
Let's get some more games.
Right. Exactly. Let's go. Good start again for Christian. He's had these good starts actually.
Okay, let's go. Is it time?
Kumar, are you watching Hikaru? I heard there's big chess going on. Thanks for tuning in, man. I hope you get your tournament.
Christian is cooking this game.
Let's go. Yo, Christian woke up.
So you got an ad this time? I can't believe you're happy when you get ads. I heard, because everyone's always talk, so like I don't know anything about chess, right? But everyone's like, oh, Magnus Carlsen, he's the best. But then I saw some sort of ranking, and he was like tied with Hikaru. It never occurred to me that Hikaru was like so good.
Which is good because Christian had a very strong start, and of course, gonna spark immediately right now. You're gonna have to.
Cherry MX switches. Oh shit, are they supposed to be better? I don't know what I have.
Not even see that Dragon Rush Towns.
No, that was untechable. I feel like that was so. Oh, he actually missed the super. Doesn't matter. Gamba out here, dominant with this kid.
Meter Optimo as well, and that's gonna be a dead 18. Christian had a strong start but could not get this one. Super dash.
Yeah, I don't know what Mad Cat's usually used, but it's probably just regular, all the regulars. Oh, it whiffed. Let's go.
He actually missed it. He missed the time like that. Oh, did you get the wrong?
Nice.
The wrong. He didn't get gold though.
We got those.
I think he would have.
We're alive.
Or unless he's just having fun, you know. Okay.
$6 a button?
Christian with a big meter lead right here. 2-1-4-H.
That's a bit much, actually. What's supposed to be so good about them?
American resets built into the Ultra Ignorance.
I've only ever bought silent buttons. I don't really like silent buttons though, like they don't feel good to press down. But I had to have silent when I was still living at home.
Comes the final line of defense for Christian. Could potentially be the final character we see for him in the National Championship. Let's see what he can do here with this Super Saiyan Goku. The Forgotten Warrior.
Protagonist power.
They hurt, they feel like very weird to press down, I think.
He was holding down back.
And also just like the lack of feedback from them makes you like hit them harder anyway to create the same type of sound. What are all these fucking wake up?
Alright, here we go.
So many wake up to heavies.
Exactly, Gamba is he's definitely going for a lot of IADs at times where it's not really guaranteed anything.
Gotta start safe jumping each other, boys.
Opened up by the medium, and that's been the tail of the tape for Christian, bro. Opened up by
They have a nice click. That's all that matters. I want better click.
And that's gonna do it. There you go. 5-1 to Gamba.
GG Christian.
Yeah, that's, I mean, that's a convenient way to go, as this is pretty much the thing that I know Christian, he'll watch his replays and he realized the thing that he really has not applied throughout this league, which is know your block string. If you are trying, guys, you know, if you are trying to get better at drawing fighters, one of the things you need to prioritize is knowing at what moments can you take initiative in defense, right? And all of the characters, they have a set length of block string. Once they run through all these options,
I think if I ever start playing hitbox, I would want
at this point to
good ass buttons on the hitbox. I mean, honestly, if I just had like money laying around, I would probably get a nice stick. But like a hitbox, so not a stick. I still call it a stick.
Those block strings, and this is something that I
and just like customize one or something.
Wiki roundup show a couple weeks ago, and he was telling me this is definitely something that he feels like Christian has a problem with, like just getting opened up by block strings, man. Like he'll block the first part, he'll block the assists, and then he'll just get hit low, or you know, something like that. He'll just get opened up by an option that perhaps he shouldn't be. But that's gonna do it for both those guys.
Can mod that obsidian? I guess. I stole the C clip from it.
That's it. We're not going to see them for the rest of the
And no
championship.
GG's.
That's true. What's fun? So what's fun? Chat? Can I have?
The obsidian is like currently not usable, but I wouldn't say that it's broken. It just doesn't have all the necessary parts anymore. I took the spring and the C clip. I just don't like the obsidian though.
I'm trying to enjoy this.
Every single game.
But yeah,
I have a hitbox and it definitely was a bad choice to get as my first stick. Why do you feel that way though? I mean, I can see it, I guess. I think switching to a hitbox from stick is going to be rough for me.
Like these guys are always playing. But let's talk about the second game.
But like I think learning stick was like equally hard in the beginning.
In all of the Dragon Ball FighterZ National Championship, Gropis versus Cuenca Cinco, the man, Jiren, Beerus, and Z-Broly. He played actually Frieza instead of Z-Broly.
That's a pretty sick team.
And Cuenca Cinco hit Janemba, Lord Buller.
2 weeks? That's actually pretty short. You see people struggling for like months.
Man, this is what you get, man. You tune into European Dragon Ball FighterZ streams. If there's one thing you're guaranteed, it is character variety, guys. Listen, we've got it in spades over here.
I just don't know if I have that type of like control over my left arm, but I mean I should, right? Because if I can write on a keyboard, then technically I should be able to play on a hitbox, right? I know it's not completely the same, but it's like, okay, my left hand can work like that, you know?
He's had an up and down time. He's had a couple of great games, but man, again, he's not really been.
I think the difference is going to be that now when you play on stick,
so he's going to have to try and do his best.
It's like
not going to be easy though.
Your right hand has to memorize what buttons to press, but the left hand only moves in the direction it wants to go. Right? There's not any like sort of memory involved in that. But I suppose if you play on a hitbox, even the way you move becomes more like memorization, because it doesn't like super make sense, like I'm gonna go left so I'm gonna press this. Well, it depends on how they're placed. Sean, thank you so much for 15 months. I wanted the Media Market to return my headphones and I forgot it was Black Friday. Oh my god, Sean, no, run. Dude, are there really so many people out in the stores? I thought people were gonna listen.
Opening with Jiren.
Press my bottom left button trying to jump. Up is down and down is up, is it? Oh my god, it's already over for me.
The A assist, of course. So hit A assist, I feel like a lot of people are maybe underestimating this assist a bit, but it's an amazing DP assist, you know, it's like for the pro who always talk about this. Oh no!
Why is it the other way around? Is it to simplify certain combos?
Back to Frieza we go.
I was used to controller using D-pad, so must have been almost 20 years to be rewritten. Oh my god, so annoying.
This was one of Gropius' main characters before he picked up Z-Broly, so his Frieza is definitely sick.
ASD and spacebar for jump. Alright, well that's fine with me. I think
Alright, here we go.
That is okay.
Hits. He's going to get that corner position here after the level 3. What's it going to be? Oh, wow, the spark up right there.
Nice one.
What a pickup!
That's a very interesting conversion. I like this one.
It was so sick.
Yeah, I feel like I should be able to like soft practice on a keyboard.
Oh no.
Fairly easily.
Let's be careful when Lord Beerus
Maybe I should do that.
When you see that guy, the guy's...
Joker, thanks so much for the follow.
Beerus is ridiculous. Look at this. Goodbye here.
Wait, Sean, you had to go into the store to order them online? Why not just go home and order them online? That's so weird.
Yeah, back to where you belong.
They really recommended you to go into the store on Black Friday during a pandemic to order something online.
Just to lock him down and just get close, that's good. Ooh, that was sick. And he should get another
the hitbox changed my muscle memory from being just thumb on left hand to thumb to ring finger.
Where are you going?
Wow, look at that.
I don't understand. Wait, what? You press jump with 2 buttons? I mean with 2 fingers?
With Janemba right now, and the super dash gonna get the win on this.
Yeah, that super dash, man, is
Sean, what the fuck is going on? This seems like you're in some sort of hellscape.
Oh, that was a
You usually jump with your right hand and not the left. Really? I would want to jump with my left though, I think. Like do all movement on the left one. Is that not
Here comes Lord Cooler.
good?
Go. Brothers going at it here.
I'm not entirely sure like what... I've never touched a hitbox, so I don't really know what would feel the best for me. But it would be nice to not fuck with my right hand that's already doing all that it should. Are you trying to take it? Yump, sorry.
Oh my goodness, look at this gold face off. We've got gold Cooler as well.
That's good for you, Sean. Don't fall for their tricks.
Oh, man,
It's set up on hitbox so you can rest your left hand now for
I love
directionals.
Friza's combos are like one of my favorites in the entire game. Really cool to always see them, and oh my god, what a pickup!
Because that's probably how I would do
there
it,
you go. Golden
is
Frieza.
yump.
Gonna get the kill.
With everything on the
Rogue
left.
is on top here, showing that he doesn't
Yeah,
have
that's why I want a hitbox mostly is for like the ergonomic aspect of it.
Frieza against Sigris last week. You know, as you said, right, he used to play Frieza before season 3. It's a character
I
he's
don't
used
really
to, so,
have that
it's
many
definitely
problems
a
with my
character
left
he knows,
arm,
and you
but
can
like
see,
I would
mean,
like
you
to
don't
try
just
it and
pull
keep it that way, you know?
Frieza loops like this, you know, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Definitely has the character mastery over Frieza, and yeah, like Gropis is such an interesting player to watch, man. He's good, he's patient, he's optimal. He grew so much in his game, like mostly on the patience and, like, defensive
Why?
side, and that's what just like made him reach the next level.
No, it's not possible.
Absolutely. He's just, you know, I feel like
If
he's
I
always
hate it,
improving
I'll
now.
knit to you. Yeah,
And,
sure.
you know, getting those big wins, like the big wins over Shanks and then
We're
Genis,
going to
that's
fix
what
some
just
at some
motivates
point.
you even
It
more.
just
You know what I'm saying?
hasn't
He wants to
happened
be one
yet.
of the finest in Spain. He's
A
shown
lot
he
of
can
things
do
are
it.
delayed this year.
You just have to prove it.
But I think a hitbox is the future, man. I also feel like,
Drop, but
correct me if I'm wrong,
Cuenca, are you gonna spark now? Cuenca,
Maybe,
Cuenca, don't spark.
maybe he.
Cuenca, don't spark. Yes, let's go!
I feel like it should break less,
Follow up though. Let's go.
right? Because it's just the buttons. So if you have one that's easy to open up
Stuff there. That's the assist. That is one of the beautiful options.
and they get like disconnected or something, you can just connect them back.
Dash under, get a corner switch.
The buttons themselves don't really break, but like there's a lot of stuff in a lever that can break, or like it starts to feel weird or whatever.
Go 2H right there for the side switch.
It's easier to pack because it's not a lever that's like fucking standing out.
Damn, that is huge level ones. That is
And it's better for your
huge
hands.
level ones, man.
Okay.
It's harder for your opponent to hear what the fuck you're doing.
Try and get this one, but
If you're
Frieza
playing
was
offline.
already moving,
Lots of
already
good stuff.
moving. Let's go, hands in the pocket. Good blocks again. Gropis, yo, he's got a block button. Let's go, you got a block button. Try to block that. Watch your toes.
Slippery though. Slippery.
These teams on the screen, why you don't like aliens? I should sub-goal it? I guess I could. I mean, it's just that William said that he's going to fix hitboxes for us. So it's more that I've just sort of left it. But maybe I can like
Really nice answer.
work around him and just get my own.
Ground rush. We're gonna open man up. Cuenca getting some offense at least, and he's gonna be able to just try and lock him down. Your esports, I'm not sure about that spark.
Yeah, I guess he wanted to spark. Maybe he thought he saw a hit. So
If you place your hand on a QWERTY keyboard, W, R,
I'm not sure. Actually.
Y,
And he throws out my back.
and space.
Longest combo of all time.
I mean, he cannot kill, but it's all about the spark waste, isn't it? So
Maybe it's just the keyboard, but I feel like this space between W, R, and Y is a bit too big. But I mean, obviously it's not going to be exactly like how a hitbox would be. But that feels pretty good though. Like, it feels kinda natural. QWD. Oh, maybe it's more...
It doesn't look like it's gonna happen today. Gropis about to secure that.
That feels better. Is it more like that?
he's absolutely moving right now. The foot
Is
dive out
the...
here.
Oh yeah, because they're not completely straight on the line, right?
Cuenca needs to make this work. Lord Bula. This character's so
I think that can be good.
Okay. Here we go. Supernova.
I'm kind of lucky because, like, even though I'm a girl, I don't have like super small hands.
Mix up, that works.
Yeah, I love it. I love that. Here we go.
QEF.
Gonna get the brothers going at it again though.
That also feels okay though.
Straight to spark. I like this because he wanted that
I don't
golden
like there
blast.
being an entire button space in between, but I mean, I guess I could get used to it.
Go up, we go down. Let's go. Let me show you the form I achieved right after we both died.
Yes, like, I have pretty like long fingers and whatnot.
that's not enough.
So even if there is a bit of space between it, because they're like designed for a man's hand, I still think I would do okay.
My man got the wrong Black Friday deal, you know? So that goes like, yo, let's go. That looks mad cheap. I'm gonna be
It is
out
a bit
there now.
curved,
Doesn't look
right?
like
Yeah.
this, man. It requires training. It requires to work.
I know, I
Of
think
course,
it might be the
Group is
future,
still
man.
Keeping dominant there in this match. I mean, as expected, I would like to say, but
The space is small? Okay,
he's so
good.
freaking good.
Because that would be my
Magic
only
Arm, he's on his
maybe
way
issue if they're
to
too
go
far
for first
apart.
place, which means an immediate spot in grand finals of the playoffs. That is a massive statement from Gropists.
Yeah, for sure. That's crazy.
What are some like famous hitbox players?
Come on,
Your
allow it.
parents, you were not
Daigo? Does he still play?
Parents in 120p is the next
Does he still
character.
play
He's a character in 2 frames per second, which means
hitbox?
everything he does is
He
either
doesn't
+1 or
have
-1.
very big hands, does he? Daigo. Oh, Cloud plays hitbox.
One frame start, everything.
Does Marlin play hitbox?
Best
Or does he
character
play
in
stick?
game 3. 1 frame start up 2M, let's go.
Exactly. All right, but you know,
He plays stick?
Okay.
Yes. That man is tiny as hands.
Ah, the
So if he
character
played
said,
hitbox, I knew that like, okay, everyone can play hitbox.
Cuenca is forced to block
It's
now.
like, I feel like Marlin Pie is so known for like his just absolute like button art that I don't even know what the fuck he does with his left hand, because he presses buttons so beautifully.
Movement, Cuenca is trying to step up. Good block
You only
as well.
look at the right hand when Marlin Pie plays.
Okay, damn.
Terrence, can I be real? This is the longest I've seen Cuenca block in 7 weeks. I'm actually really... Yo, let's go!
The guy who had arrow buttons on his stick. No, wait, was he at like some tournament that I've been to?
1 and 3, I think he's gonna go for hit.
When he had hand cams? Dude, he should just have a huge, like a just chatting full screen cam of his hands.
This is it.
Like, we don't even want to see the game.
Up, please, fellas.
What was a drum set? Really? Arrow buttons? I don't remember. I don't think so. I don't remember. What game did he play?
Andy Brown, he said, I don't care about your ice on the
What is a mix box? Is the mix box the keyboard and lever?
ice. Look at this bling bling right here. This is golden freezer, fam. Okay.
Good blocks.
It's Street Fighter. No, I don't know, Sean. I don't think I know.
Times. And that's good. That's really good from Cuenca.
Yeah, the,
because
the
getting
Smash
close to the
hitbox,
end of
I've
that
never seen so many
golden-
buttons in my life.
Ooh, that should be a good amount of damage, but
Yeah, the
you know
the
what, I
keyboard
think even
keys,
if he
yeah.
does not kill Terrence, that golden is probably gonna disappear like in a few seconds.
For
Oh,
me,
no.
it's
Let's go.
like
Ronaldinho Soccer.
Wow, that was an excellent.
I don't
choice
see
there.
the point of playing keyboard keys instead of hitbox keys, if you will,
Right in the center. 40% off.
unless it's just that you're used to keyboard keys. Like, because out of ergonomics, I feel like they're probably not that good.
Yeah, that could have been more.
I mean, they're made for writing, they're not made for playing on, really, even though people do.
Ah, the opening finally. He was waiting for the opening
Also
to
play
the high,
Grambo.
but Gropis was one step ahead.
I don't think I saw it.
What's the answer gonna be? The answer is gonna be Spark.
Oh, do you mean arrow buttons as in like keyboard arrow buttons? Because in that case, I think I saw it.
Very, very nice there. Gonna get that.
But is
No, again.
it just the arrow buttons
He's left and right. They're too late.
on the mix box?
That would have been a dead Beerus.
Damn, one is
Or is it like up to people what the fuck they want?
Is he dead? That's harsh, you know.
So this feels weird to me, like why you would want the directionals on a keyboard. But he had them on the right side. Yeah, that's so weird too. It's like, where do you even get that from? Why do you want the keyboard's arrow keys with your left hand?
Forced to block again. Oof. That was sneaky.
Yeah, I mean, you should play on what like works for you. I've always felt like WASD, and then obviously it's the same placement on the arrow keys. It's like not very ergonomic.
Oh no, he keeps missing these. What's going on?
Yeah. Timing was not correct. Nice one to escape the corner as well. Really
But I
like that. You saw
mean,
the-
people haven't
the
really
counter
started
that
thinking about
Tunisia
ergonomics
did
until recently, to be fair.
and decided to just instant air dash out. I like this.
Like sometimes I try to play games on my computer, right, with the keyboard,
Left,
and I can't WASD.
what are you doing?
That might just be me not being a fucking PC player.
He's chasing his backdash. Gropis is way too chill.
Gropis, bro. He just.
But like I couldn't really see myself ever playing a fighting game on a pad either. Like I don't know how those people do it either.
Position. He has two
So it's probably just like me not really getting it.
There we go. Alien toes. Okay.
Until we
Yeah,
until
like
this
I've
game.
always played fighting games on a stick. Because I like decided like I want to learn fighting games, so I'm gonna order a stick, and then I ordered a stick, and then I start play the game.
Don't want to cast curse.
But I mean, I play every other video game on a pad.
Right there, Cuenca gets one up on the board here. Okay, there we go. Fighting back.
But for me, it was like, because I feel like maybe a lot of people they find a fighting game and they try it. And they like it, and they keep playing, and then eventually they're like, maybe I'll invest in a fight stick. But I like bought the stick first.
He was parking early, he was, pressing buttons and stuff, and today, we're seeing someone who's done his homework, who's watched, who's like, you know what, today, I'm gonna block, I know it's not the funniest thing, like...
Playing on a pad seems annoying though, because they do seem to break quite often, and when you play fighting games.
Dragon Ball blockers, we don't play that, we want to press buttons.
Listen, man. Okay. You want blocks? Go play Tetris.
For real. Well, watch my camera.
Darren's already ready for this. HG ready.
You have cats, Sean. Cuddle the cats.
And that's gonna be a Dragon Rush.
Here's last few years, but I know people who like don't even treat their pads badly and they still break.
Alright, over dark.
Yeah, you don't get bitten, Sean. I got bitten by Lime yesterday and had to get a tetanus shot today. Is it called tetanus?
The few times he did it, he stayed in front. I think the big brain thing
To go to the hospital and get a shot.
How did he tech though? That's wild.
No, Tarrant, when you got twice in front, Gropis got to expect him to go behind,
Yeah, because apparently I'm so old that like, because you get the tetanus shot when you're a kid, right, in school? And then apparently now we're like so old that we have to get it redone.
Nice answer.
Nice, yeah. Beautiful one there to help.
No, Lime has like never bitten me either, but we went to the vet yesterday and they had to take a blood sample from him, and that pissed him off when he bit me. Because they had to hold him, right?
Damn, look at this.
But other than that, like Lime never bites me or scratches me or anything like that. He's too old. Can't do anything to me anymore.
You got time to try this?
Yeah, he was panicking. Cuenca with the absolute sweaty palms right now. Okay.
Alright, but that's the great kick as well. And Rupi's now gonna wait. Yeah, that's sparking.
Basically, it wasn't such a huge risk that I would get tetanus or whatever, since Lime is like an indoors cat.
No, two.
But since I went all the way to the fucking hospital, they were like, "Do you still want it?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, just do it, so I don't have to come back here if I ever get injured again."
Oh, that's the yes, he assist into the extension. That's a good start for Cuenca. Not gonna be able to kill, but good way to put pressure on Groupies.
Ah, it might be close,
You know what? Yeah, he's Buller. Yeah, he's dead. Damn. I lied. I apologize. I lied. I forgot.
Fell off the bed and grabbed the nearest thing. Oh my god, that happens sometimes when like Lime tries to jump up in my lap and he does a bad jump. Like he doesn't calculate the height correctly, so he does like a half jump. And then he grabs into my thigh, and I have to drag him up.
Lord Buller, man, this character's so sick. Oh, the alien toast! Watch out!
Alright, scaling will not get the kill regardless. Ooh, trying to get this one. Oh no, the trend starts.
Cat scratches hurt so fucking much, man. I don't know what's up with them,
Orbs. What's the wake-up option?
but it's just not nice.
Blocks again. Nice one. The defense is on point. The defense is
Oh, open him up. You really need to do it. For fuck's sakes, it's been a rough year. You almost made it all the way through. Fucking treat yourself.
Get out of here. Goodbye. Here comes Buller once again. He's gonna get the brother, the sibling face
Get
off.
yourself something nice.
Okay.
Alright, good extension. He still got Spark to work with.
Hello.
So, of course, guys, for those of you who don't know, this does not hit a crouch opponent. Because
You Sophie clothes earlier today. Oh well, you just keep. You're already going. You already opened up the wallet. Might as well.
It whiffs. It sucks.
You had Babas? Oh, I love Babas.
Crouching anyway. Like, what's the idea behind this? This is just to tell you now, don't level 3, bro.
They have a very good halloumi burger.
It kind of sucks. But that's
I have
good,
not
man.
paid any
Gropus
attention to this
3-1
set.
lead now. This guy's looking good, as we'd expect.
$250 in clothes.
Gropus.
Oh, I miss
I love it.
splurging on clothes.
That's definitely a very good performance as always, by Gropis. 2 more games for him to guarantee his, not only first place, but of course his undefeated run. And not many players, who can be undefeated right now? There is
It's hard because, like,
Sage and East Coast, and then it's gonna be
I don't make that much money anymore, obviously, because I'm like streaming. But I have worked a bit this year, done some freelancing. But the thing is that when you freelance, you don't know when you're gonna get the next freelance gig. So you like hold on to your money, right? You make money, but you don't spend it. I haven't bought clothes for like
for multiple reasons. Not only the counter, of course,
2 years, maybe.
the counter, it's massively plus. It's plus double digits. You're gonna have to respect it after.
Okay. There we go. Grope is absolutely cooking right now. I think he can get the kill on Janemba. Oh no.
Ask me a question as a friend. Go ahead.
Franco was sparking up. Damn, look at that. The dunk and the Jiren assist as well. Very, very strong option.
Yeah, it's
I need to be for you to decide I'm dating him. I have to ask you a question as a friend, Sean. How old are you?
What was that?
You don't have to say how old if you don't want to. How many more years than me? But everyone knows my age.
Wow. So good. Like, we've seen that multiple times throughout the
It's so hard, right? Because I feel like so much happens in your 20s. Like, I consider someone who's 20, like 20, 21, 22, like they're pretty young.
But you know what, that's worked a lot, and I like that. I think
I would say maybe 25. Or is that too boring? Maybe 24.
Yeah, with the Nova, get that corner as well.
But I feel like younger than that is like pretty young.
Can't do it there, will not kill the God of Destruction. Oh, okay, he's actually lucky. The 3H there. Bit slower start.
But I'm not gonna side eye.
He obviously wanted 2H, but does the job nonetheless.
Good blocks. It's one, the jump away. As soon as he sees the counter, good answer. And Cuenca now. Try and get something. Good reflex as well. But the patience on Cuenca's side, it's not gonna overcommit.
I think it's so hard because it's like all about how much growing someone does in their 20s.
That's what Gropis needed.
Like, I don't think that I would ever have anything in common with someone who's like 20 because they're like fresh out of school and haven't like lived as an adult yet, you know what I mean? And meanwhile, I've done so for several years. At the same time, I'm also dating younger, you know. Wasn't my choice though, he was just so beautiful.
Oh no, it's close.
Already worked at that. Then it's like good. Then it's like okay, because then he has like work experience and like, yeah, he's like an adult. Like he's ticked off the things that you also have, you know what I mean? And then age doesn't matter as much because you've lived like through the same type of stuff already.
I think Janemba is actually one of the characters that does well against Frieza. Obviously at level 1, but also the Q2S. The barrier can just stop Frieza's zoning from happening. Ooh, what was that vanish?
Definitely a good option there. Look at the conversion.
Button colors? What does your stick look like? Or like what buttons do you think would work with it? There are too many colors now, man. That's why things are so easy for me, because my favorite color is black, so I used to buy everything black.
Golden. Listen, don't step on the toes, man.
Yeah, that stepping is gonna be overstepped, man. Listen. Don't step out of your boundaries!
Purple sounds nice though, honestly.
Right, look at this. Oh!
I love the
combo
finish.
as well. Yeah, that's so sick. The Krillin treatment right there. The Krillin treatment.
Oh, nice one. That's gonna be the kill. Gropis moving to 4-1. And again, I love the fact that he finishes the
Okay.
character.
I'm eating
with like,
a saffron bun, and today, for the first time,
giving us pure Friday
I heard
night
"All I Want
entertainment.
for Christmas Is You" on the radio.
Let's go.
So it's almost
Freezer,
Christmas.
bro. The Krillin treatment right there. You gotta remember it, man. You gotta love it. Taking out
I've heard the song.
with that. Come on, man.
And we are on
That's disrespectful.
November 27th.
that worked. You know, if it
It's
works,
played
it
on the
works. So that's gonna
radio
be
in
match point
November.
now, for Gropis, match point.
That was a
for
bit
him
much.
to remain undefeated. That team is super entertaining
You're
to
the
watch.
Grinch, Sean.
Let's
Dude, I'm
see
gonna ban you
if he
in
can
through
make
the
it
entirety
work.
of
Quentin
December.
has honestly been playing out of his mind today, but it's not hard to match with Gropis.
You hate Christmas? What's wrong with you? It's the best. Christmas is the best month of the year. Because it is a month.
Oh, wow.
That's just how it is.
Yo, that's some combos, yeah?
Let's go. Los combos azules. Blue combos.
Oh, the challenge! Espanyol love themselves some buttons, huh? They love themselves some buttons.
Everyone has like put out their Christmas decorations and stuff so early this year. I think everyone's fucking tired of this year. And they're like, no, I'm gonna fucking celebrate Christmas now. I've had it. I'm putting out the lights.
Going back to his bad habits. He's done a great job at avoiding this so far, but maybe getting a bit under pressure.
Is your birthday, Osiolini? Isn't that annoying though, having your birthday and Christmas so close to each other?
Do you want to teleport? I'm gonna welcome you at the end of the
Sapphire, thank you so much for a year. Speaking of birthdays, happy birthday, Sapphire. You're now one. Thank you so much for all the support. Because it's a family holiday. Ah, you don't like hanging out with them.
No spark, no third character, but here we go. Guess the hit with man like hit.
I have my like
Stance time. What's the mix behind this?
yours is on New Year's Eve, dude. Like everyone does not like no one thinks of your birthday because they're celebrating New Year's. I have one friend. His birthday is on what do you call it? New Year's Day.
Yes, very lucky.
So like the day after, imagine all of your friends are fucking hungover and absolutely do not want to celebrate your birthday. That's his birthday. Everyone thinks of your birthday. Dude, you get fireworks on your birthday every single time.
No follow-up. He's moving though.
Champagne and fireworks. The entire world lits fireworks on your birthday. Okay, you sold it to me. That's actually pretty sick. Hello, William.
So, if you have a shitty birthday, why don't you just do over? Come on.
Oh, another opening, and of course that's gonna be the combo. That's gonna be a dead hit, and Group is now one character away from validating.
I'm kind of glad because like my birthday is in April, right? So my birthday and Christmas are like sort of evenly spread out. It doesn't matter that much when you're older, but like when you were a kid, it was nice that you like had something to look forward to on like both halves of the year. Because like when you were a kid, you cared about gifts and stuff a lot, right?
What do we got? Oh no! He didn't land on this one.
Oh, dude, he just dashed. Did he react?
I might be eliminated, but the Spanish.
When is your birthday, Sean? I'm 14th.
That Spanish level 3 was out there. Get out, fam. No free zone.
Oh my goodness. He said, little bro, let me just show you something real quick. Destroyed the whole planet. Okay.
Patience now. Point at him.
Lord Bula.
April 1st is your birthday? Dude, why do you all have horrible days to have your birthday on?
That approach is so good because it's actually such a degenerate approach.
But then we're pretty close, Sean.
You are plus, and you can do whatever you like. If it's on a hit, you get a full combo on one, mix them up. Set up the orbs, do what you want. Gropis proving once
When you
again
tell
why
people
he's
it's your
one of the
birthday
must-watch
on
players
April
in the
1st,
National Championship.
do people think you're joking?
Ridiculously good player, and he's going to be number one on the leaderboards for the playoffs.
Your 7 matches.
Yeah, I'm also on Aries. Aries, I don't even know how to say that. Aries?
22 plus 20. Sorry,
Aureus?
No, plus 19? Plus 18. Plus 18 in game
Plus a lot.
differential.
That's good, Sean. Gotta be
That
safe.
man
Safe it
is
up. Tell them before.
honestly- I mean, who would have thought? Like, even a lot of people, like I personally was like a Gropis. I'm really looking forward to him. Like I was like, oh, I think he can clutch a spot, for the playoffs. Like he was my dark horse to getting like 4th or maybe 3rd, but first undefeated, beating Shanks, Guinness God, all of
Birthday
guys.
party last year?
Huge statement. Gropis just immediately qualified.
Did I go?
to next week's playoffs grand finals. You will just be sitting
Wait,
down
did I
in
go
grand
to the
finals.
birth? I don't
final boss of
remember the
thing, we're
party.
gonna have to run an
Did I
entire
drink a
bracket
lot?
to
Was
go
I
and face
there?
Gropis now.
What did we do?
Just you have to run the
I don't
gauntlet, you
remember
gotta
last
unlock,
year. It was so
optional
long
boss.
ago.
You know, after you've done all the side quests, after you've done all the main story, you've got to fight the secret boss at the end. That's going to be Gropus.
I wasn't there.
In the wings
Wait.
right there. But man,
Where was I then?
I'm so happy that we invited him onto this and he had a chance to shine because, man, he really got to show his stuff on a world scale. And a lot of people, I know there's a lot of people out there that are probably like, that probably haven't even seen.
I cancelled. Maybe I was sick or something.
You know, they see Shanks.
I can't remember because it was so long ago now. I don't remember life before this year. It's horrible. Purple and Sona, thank you so much for following. And Goblin, I missed you too, sorry.
It's honestly been a joy
Appreciate
to watch.
it, guys.
And man, I hope we get to see more of these guys in the near future.
Absolutely, I mean, it's always very entertaining to watch. But
Sean, I'll
2 games down
have a
and the first
post-COVID
place,
party
that
when
is
everything's
pretty much
over.
set in stone. 2 more games to pretty much decide the order of 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th because all 4
William and I have lived
will
here
fight
for like
the next
1.5
2
years
games,
and still
after
haven't
the
had
break.
our
We start with, I
like,
believe,
moving
Shanks
in
versus
party.
Calbu. I think that's the first of the 2 matches.
That's just how we
Shanks Calbu is
operate.
the last one, my apologies. We start
main
with Guinness Gods versus Tigris, the 2 players who are currently 2nd for Guinness God, 4th for Tigris. So a win from Tigris there would pretty much secure his 4th place. He needs either a win or either a loss that is not getting absolutely bodied. What he needs today is to just not get bodied to keep that 4th place because Calbu is looking for an absolute miracle to overtake this one.
Wait, so does Tigris have to win or just not lose super hard?
Will be in semi-final and then 3rd place, 4th. So very important matches coming, guys. We're gonna go for a quick 5-minute break and then back.
Post-COVID orgy. Hey man, people have been keeping things in now for an entire year. People are gonna go mad. Are we doing 5-minute break? Is this streamer friendly? I don't know, man. No, that's not streamer friendly. That's gonna give me vacation. DMCA life. Dude. I went... Did you see my tweet? I'm gonna show you my tweet. Look at this. So as I said, I went to the hospital today and William went with me, but he wasn't allowed to go in, right? Because of COVID, so you can't have like guests with you. So he was gonna wait outside and I'm like, well, he'll probably just find like some random place, right? And he went 15 minutes away. It took me 15 minutes to walk to where he was when I was done. And look at this fucking feast. He has a drink, nice salad. He's eating mole frito, or however you pronounce it, in this super nice restaurant, just living his best life. And like I was in there for like not even long. Okay, so we ate right before we left here, right? And I wasn't even... It was called Omni or something, I think, Sean. And like I wasn't even there long, so I called him. I'm like, okay, William, I'm done. Where are you? And he's like, oh, I just ordered food. And I'm like, what do you mean you ordered food? I was just going in for a quick appointment. You do what you gotta do in these times. Send it to you? Yeah, sure, I can try and find it. It was a very nice place though, and like it was very spacious, so you know you didn't have to be close to anyone. So it's probably like if you have to go someplace, that's probably a good place. Maybe you can take your young love interest there. I'll DM you on Twitter. What the fuck is your name there? I can't find you, what the fuck? Fuck it, I'll do Facebook. Yeah, dude, Wookie, he told me that it was like an appetizer, but that's a full-ass meal. Dude, that's like a... He has a pot of food. How is this an appetizer? This is... Look at all of this. He's eating out of a pot. I think he lied. I don't believe him. I only tasted his fries, Sean. I thought those were very good at least. But yeah, William said it wasn't too expensive. Like, he wanted to go to a different place first, and that was super expensive, so we went to this one instead. We're back.
Peggy 12.
Sorry, I got quiet. I started looking at Twitter and forgot I was streaming. I'm the worst. I'm sorry.
Let's go. In the arena is so electric.
Let's go, Ichi! Your Dragon Ball Fighter 2019 Evo champion!
I have not watched The Boys because I hate the commercials so fucking much. I only get The Boys commercials on Twitch. And now I hate it. And I can't watch it. Like, even if the show's good, I hate it so much, right? It's because it ruins my, like, every day.
Championship week 7 out of 7 today.
Every commercial I've ever gotten on Twitch, I'm like against that show or that product.
5 leagues starting with Spain.
Now, like, get away from me.
West Coast tomorrow, Japan and East Coast on Sunday, and then we'll go straight off for the playoffs starting next
I mean,
week.
I've heard people have watched it. I've heard them say that it's like cool, but I don't know.
The champion of their respective region. Spain, Tarrant had already in first place. That is set in stone in the name of Gropius. That guy has been way too good this season.
He's been looking absolutely ridiculously strong.
Soloman, thank you so much.
At the top of the pack,
Super American.
he's in first place, so he's only going to have to play one game. But man, let me tell you, one of
What's
the
even
guys
the
in this,
deal? Is it like...
in the second half of the show, he has got something to prove.
Is it supposed to be like kind of dark? Are there like actual superheroes? Well, there's this woman with the thunder out of her hands. But I feel like most of them look very human and kind of like, I don't know. Is it a dark show?
Bro, this guy's looking sick.
Yeah, I think like Guinea's God, I mean, he's always been a very, very talented player, and like at the end of season 2, he was pretty much playing the best I've seen him. I remember him making, I think he was 9th at the LCQ, beating some of the very best around, you know, always like doing really well. He was starting
Some shock factor.
Then of course season 3 happened, started to like
I don't know, man. It's not selling it to me. Mostly because it's just filled my life with its commercials.
But damn, he looks like he's been playing him for years already. Like it's such a joy.
Open up your stick again, dude. I just did it like last week and it sucks. You're always excited, right? Because you get to put new parts in, and then it's like never actually fun.
Switched over to the Boo team here, looking quite strong. But man, Tigris as well. This guy, you can't.
Sometimes it's nice to just have a show. I think, especially if it has like nice characters that you like. Like there's something that only TV shows can do that like movies can't do. since like they have so much time to like build characters and whatnot, right? Sometimes it's nice to just get sucked into like some world that someone built, you know?
Yeah, that's his big damage, of course. That's how he plays. And you know, like Tigris is known as a very bit of a more
You love
defensive
modding?
player.
That's nice.
Guinness God has been very, very good. I think like
It's just annoying to me.
Looks like he's coming with a plan. Like he's really playing the game.
Sometimes you gotta take care of your little baby.
Really been working aside from his one loss against Gropis, of course, the one undefeated player. It's really been.
Yeah, I really liked
working
Queen's
great for
Gambit.
him. But Guinness God's on the left with his UI
And I like the Alienist also. I mean, it's not perfect or anything like that.
Couple of times,
But they recently released season 2 that I also like just marathon through.
And that one could already decide
very nice.
Tigris' fate, whether he stays on.
Oh, you do, Sean? I don't know if I could ever skip. Well, I mean, if I like super hate some character, then I don't know, maybe.
Alright, good start here for Guinness. Starting things out simple with this UI. I think a character that has Spain has.
There are times when I watch Lord of the Rings where I want to skip all the Frodo and Sam parts, because I just want to see the war. But like, I never do though.
Yeah, Spain is a country that, you know, follows what works, you know, like a lot of the players, they pick, like a lot of the philosophy in Spain on Dragon Ball Fighters is usually to take like 1 or 2 characters who are meta and my favorite character around. I remember when I went to Sonic Boom last year and I was playing casuals with people.
Alright, so should we root for Tigris here so he can make it in?
Every single person I played that day.
My heart will root for Tigris, but my brain is rooting for Guinness God. I think he's gonna win.
And that's been pretty much the philosophy in Spain, but in the meantime, Guinness God.
I kind of want to just start some show that is like super long and like probably not even good. Like, I don't know, like Vikings or something, where there's just like a billion seasons and it's probably kind of trash, but like in a nice trashy way. But at the same time, like, that's such a commitment. Hunter x Hunter, but that's like long. But I should watch that at some point, because I really like Killua. He's my type of dude. I have not seen Lost. I have not, because I didn't watch it when like it was current, and then I just heard a bunch of friends who did watch it, and they kind of didn't like the ending. And now it's like, I don't know, because I know the ending now, right? And I don't know if it's still like good to watch. I heard that Firefly is supposed to be very good. Maybe I should watch that one. That's like, it's a pretty old show, I think.
Nice block on the auto combo. Oh man, the
Best pilot ever? I wonder if I've seen the pilot though.
Let's go. That's gonna be a dead Goku.
Are you seen Firefly? I've heard so many good things about Firefly. I think that might be on the list. Yeah, it's pretty old, right?
And bro, let me say, last week, this guy's Majin Buu was looking absurdly broken. Like, that was... I need to go back and watch that because that was crazy. Okay. Tigris should be able to... I think... Nah. No, he's not dead.
William and I are gonna try to watch Dark. I've heard that Dark is supposed to be good too.
Maybe.
I don't really know what it's about though.
Oh, try to 6M.
Everyone's white and straight. Is it not set in like space or something? Or an alternate universe or whatever?
Yep, this is gonna be great. Okay.
Right, happy to block. Happy to block on this. Gonna wait for the side switch, of course, but not happening yet. Guinness God doing a great job. Escaping.
It's sci-fi, but everyone is still white. That's right.
The wolf attack is still there. Still locked down. Let's go. This is one of the biggest power difference you could get in Dragon Ball Fighters, by the way. UI Goku and Samcha.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Okay. He's got himself a reset situation. There it is.
Yo, I respect the tech, man.
Yeah, good stuff from Tigris. Too late on the vanish, unfortunate.
It looks very early 2000. It's like, it almost looks like a music video. You know, like the candle used to look like that back in those days.
Not a short one, but he managed to keep all 3 characters. Did not even have to use the spark.
Yeah, I don't know. That might have to be one.
That's second place.
Yeah. Absolutely, he definitely wants to be up there for sure. Guinness is looking good. He's looking hungry.
Other than that, I don't know. There are like classics that I haven't watched that I want to watch, like The Wire or Sopranos and stuff.
When he's on a good day.
Yeah, I think it's like.
But that maybe feels a bit much.
As well right now. But 1-0 in this first 2-5. There is time for Tigris, of course, to bring it back. Guinness just like started that game so fast that Tigris just had to chase him all along. So
Is Sopranos super long?
Because we have not seen much of this Jeremy.
Because I haven't seen it.
Ooh, he already got 2. This is a
I
big
think they
start.
showed Sopranos on the TV when I was like a kid, but it was on late, and obviously I don't think it interested me as a kid, so I never watched it. Do I like Bones? I never watched Bones, but I don't think I would like it. I have watched Weeds, actually. I watched Weeds when it was like current, but I think I only watched like 1 or 2 seasons maybe, and then it kinda got bad, I think.
That should be dead. Yeah, that's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
I kinda stopped liking it after they left the like suburban area. I thought it like lost steam.
See what he did there.
But I remember I kind of liked Weeds. It had fun. It had fun characters and stuff.
To save a bar, but decided to go for the expensive one and finish with Majin Buu.
I've heard good things about Dexter. Wait, Dexter's coming back, right? Or was it like 1 episode or something? Or is it another season or they're gonna do? I wonder if Hannibal is good. Because I really like Mads Mikkelsen.
Alright, sending man down. No assist on there, so he's gonna have to lock him down. Good reflect. Ooh,
I wonder if it's like similar to Dexter.
Massive. Blue Goku 2
Glow?
and stuff, bro, you're
I
bleeding.
recognize that name so much.
Okay, nice option there. Bring in
Is that the
UI.
girl like wrestling 80s thing
turned around.
on Netflix?
And he was still surprised. He was still surprised.
I liked Hannibal until the last season, but the last was kind of dreading. Hannibal's amazing. Maybe I should try that one out then.
Oh yeah.
At the moment, it is
And stop after season 1. Dude, I'm so sad that there are so many shows that like get bad.
Let's go.
Man.
But that's just how shows work, I guess. I'm still so upset about Game of Thrones.
A delayed 2H on Wake Up against
I'm
Yamcha.
so upset when I think about it. Everything that could have been.
Because it covers everything but a delay.
I mean, Game of Thrones was never
It's a good one there.
super good, but it was
5H or delay buttons.
it was a fantasy show. You know what I mean? It did what it had to do,
Actively trying to push,
and then it just
It's a good one. Here
they
we
just
go.
didn't
That
fucking
should
end
be-
it
Yeah, that's enough to kill Yamcha out here.
Yeah.
Tigris just has to finish his plate right now.
in a way that made any sense.
For 1. There you go.
That's a nice one. Goes for 2v2 now, and Tigris, he still got Spark. So, still has possibility to get a bit more damage.
You stopped
than
mid-season.
Tigris
That was probably like not entirely stupid of you to do, Sean.
Movements, it's patience, and it's respect between the two players.
There we go. Pressure again. 6M gets the hit, but no follow-up there. No assist available to
It's weird because like if I watched Game of Thrones now, I don't know if I would even really like it. But we watched it like we didn't watch it at work, but like everyone at work where I used to work. When it aired, like we like watched it, right? So we watched a new episode on the weekend and then we talked about it at work. So it became like this huge thing because it was something that we did together at work, you know? But because of that, I feel like, dude, I hate when they do that at UIs. Yeah, water cooler talk about Game of Thrones every week, every Monday. Like it was kind of nice.
Damn, it looked like
But now I'm thinking like, wait, was the show actually good, or is it just that we had like this nice thing that we did? And that's why I think the last season sucked extra hard, because we were all so excited about the last season. Because there was like a 2-year break or something even. And it just, you know, like fizzled out because it was trash. It didn't get the ending it deserved.
Oh, that sucks for Tigris, man.
Yeah, Lost was also so fucking huge. Breaking Bad also, honestly. But I feel like it was still with Breaking Bad, there were a lot of people that found it a bit after. But for sure, like those shows were huge. And Breaking Bad was like good. I actually still have not watched the ending of Breaking Bad, which is very... for some reason I stopped watching that show. And then I just keep forgetting that I should watch it again, you know?
Should be more than enough.
I heard Bojack's good, actually.
This character.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. And it's a 1v1 now. It's Majin Buu.
Yo,
versus
Based Ice,
new
thank you so much for the
Combo
8 viewer
Tactics.
host.
Even the setup immediately. That's important
Appreciate it,
when
thank
don't
you.
want to give Guinness God too much momentum.
And the raid. Wait, why does it say I got a raid and a host? That's like the second time that happened. Thank you so much, though. I appreciate the raid, man. What's up, shoddy?
Listen, the square
Wait,
fight
is
society is
BoJack
out here
Horseman
in space, bro.
sad?
It's worldwide.
I thought it was a comedy, but is it like a sad comedy? Oh fuck, I missed something important that happened in the match.
We got the fresh, we got the PS5 out here, man.
Dude, is he fucking bragging with his
So fast
PS5?
it delayed my camera, fam.
My god, you've got a square. If you play on Xbox, it's
It's
X.
incredibly
Switch is
depressing,
Y.
but he's like
You know,
a
just use that
horse.
button. When in doubt,
What
use it.
could be
The
wrong?
absolute starter as well, the second hit of the auto combo, and that is gonna be a 1-1.
I missed UI
in the
being
set.
ultra
He is
ignorance. Okay, I
making
could do
sure
without it.
He keeps it close, and he knows this. He knows that as long as he loses by a small difference, his spot is safe.
7 episodes in your reels is crazy to be really? Dude, I might not be in the mindset. Maybe I'll watch it in like spring or summer or something. It might be a bit too much to stomach in the winter when things are already sucky.
And you're getting a full, very low scale combo, so it's kind of crazy.
I'll trade the spark. Okay, trying to chase him right now, but good defense. Oh, but the Dragon Rush.
What's like the show that you watched that you like even though it sucks?
We see him really on
What is like your guilty pleasure TV show?
that, but not enough today.
I definitely watched all seasons of True Blood.
Yo, that was so smart.
And
right there.
it sucked, but I had a great time.
Can actually
And I don't even know why. Vampire Diaries? Maybe it's something about vampires. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith? It's not a TV. Wait, is that not a show? No, wait, I'm thinking about Clone Wars. I'm stupid. Victorious? I've never heard of that one, actually.
Spark is out of the equation on both
I
sides.
also watched the
Trying to trade
first
down, but he respected
season
that himself.
of, I don't know what the fuck it's called. It's not some show on Netflix
landing right there.
about a bunch of teens. And it's like a murder mystery.
Liking what I see from Tigis.
Why can't I come up with what it's called?
Oh, Yamcha got kind of punched up right there.
It's super bad.
Plus frame, respect me. Oh, the snipe!
It has like Archie in it, whoever the fuck Archie
I
is.
love these boo combos,
Some
man. They're so,
red-haired
like,
person.
unorthodox.
Oh, dude, I loved the nanny when I was a kid.
I'm blocking you on a champion. That was actually.
Yeah, I think it was on in the morning before I went to school. Riverdale, yes, thank you. Oh my god, it was so trash, but I watched it.
To the level 3. Locks him down.
Oh, OC, I watched OC too when it like came out.
The reason why he tried to punish with overhead. Maybe it would
That's
like.
probably not so good today, maybe, I don't know.
But I wonder if it would.
I think William like watched OC recently. Maybe, no, I might be thinking about someone else.
Could be, but. Turning him down, yo. He's got 5 bars.
Yeah, Riverdale was pretty weird, man.
6 bar.
I still watched it though.
He's dead. He's dead.
Shira, I don't know what that is either.
You're out of here. Pack it up.
1, 1, 1, and 3, and that is an expensive, but it's forking combo. That Majin Buu is dead.
Why do I
Tigris
recognize
is
the
one of
name Shira so much, but I can't place it at all?
Very strong, man. About to take the lead over Guinness God. But this guy's Yamcha. Let me tell you about this guy's Yamcha. Super strong.
Also, Buffy Vampire Slayer also sucks, but I watched that too. Maybe it's just something about vampires with me, that it's like, this show is so trash, but I'm just gonna keep watching.
Right now, yeah, he's gonna stay blocking. There is no assist right now. Oh boy, that was a lightning fast reaction. He knew the dive would come. Was like, hell no, man.
Man put up the stop sign. Said, get your plimsolls away from me, man. I'm not having that.
Shira.
Get out.
Is it old? Because like I wanna say that I recognize the name from like my youth.
Oh, Tigris! Guess the hit. This guy is.
Okay, I do not. I just googled it.
This is a complete change, man. That first game.
No,
was
but I do,
so
because
in
it's an
Guinness God's
old
favor.
character
And that's completely swaps.
from the beginning. But you're talking about this new looking thing.
Showing
I would
Guinness Gods
assume.
that he's out there for the win today, man.
That is looking sick. I'm liking that, man, from Tigris. Listen, if
Oh
he can finish
yeah,
out the league on a
because
massive
it's
win over Guinness
yeah,
God,
she's from He-Man.
That would be massive. That'd be
So
a
it's
huge statement for
She-Ra.
him.
Yeah, and Huge way to get in
Alright,
confidence as well,
okay.
you know,
I know
for
the older
players.
one. I'm so
You
old.
just show that if you have to play Guinness God the playoffs again, and that is likely, right? You're ready for him regardless.
I've never seen it on
Yeah,
Netflix.
exactly, yeah. Love that. All right, here we go. Tigris with a lead now.
She dresses like she could be a vampire. Dude, maybe it's just my thing. Who knows?
Man, this has been a crazy one so far. Let's go.
Yeah, probably one of the mini surprises.
I wonder when we're gonna get
this one,
another
but of
like
course, Guinness has no way to go in front
vampire
of,
like
Guinness
boom,
Gods, right?
because
There's
the
like
last
20
one we
wins,
had
no
was
way for him to
Twilight and
win, so
Vampire
Guinness Gods is
Diaries,
currently,
right? And those aren't cool
comfortable in that
vampires.
second
They have to be
place, but he does
cool.
not want to lose this one because then Shanks could overtake him and take that spot in the playoff semi-final. The assist saved him no big damage on this.
Yeah, if that was just a clean block and a punish, that would have been at least like 60% damage or more. But Boo kind of ruined that one. Okay. Look at this guy.
Is it Werewolf's turn?
Tigris thinking about his life choices right
Teen
now.
Wolf, but then that's just
Straight to the spark.
that's just Vampire Diaries but with the wolf.
Oh, that's gonna be good. Yeah, the empty vanish is actually pretty legit answer to this.
They have to be
And Tigris
cool.
is getting something. Oh no! Oh no,
my
Tigris!
What a scramble situation right here. Okay, Dennis. Oh, he went for the mix, but Tigris found his way out. The up tech. Damn! The cross up Dennis is schmoving. That was nice. Do I player or not, man? You gotta respect the options.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's part of his tool set.
Okay. Guy Cassidy's into Big Boy. Margin boot in, but the tackle there from Jiren. Oh, auto combo bring you back to the corner.
Nice to him better for Tigris. Of course, there's still a spark on Guinness' side, but the assist are coming back. Gonna have to block the mixes. Lots of guard cancels by Guinness.
Sean,
guards.
maybe
We
you would
haven't seen
actually
Guinness
like
breaking
True
them yet.
Blood. Have you ever watched it?
Okay.
It also has werewolves.
Ah, Tigris. Guess the hit right there. Oh no! The Kamehameha catches it off guard.
Navigated over, and yeah, gonna get that match in Boo. Just to come to lock him down. The empty
Nice.
block.
Oh dude, it's so hard to block. Yeah, True Blood is just eye candy if you like werewolves and vampires. It's very bad, but it's also good. But it's also very bad. It's mostly bad, but you still watch it for some reason.
Go back in. Alright, nice. Tigris right now has to defend, gets opened up! Oh no! This is massive damage! Get the back rope. Man, Dennis is absolutely cooking, bro.
Oh, sorry, I hit the mic. Oh, I have to sneeze.
I'm telling you, the bit is cooking.
Yeah, definitely working well right now, and it's Nuroku by himself. Ooh, great pickup. Tigris right now should be able to go maybe for level 3 if he wants to.
But
miss.
other than that,
After
it's like, I don't know, I
nice
really
one
love
by
TV
this.
shows, but I don't like the fact that they usually turn to shit.
That was beautiful.
So I try to watch short shows that like I know aren't gonna get too long. What's up, Julian? Bless Finky.
The 1-inch punch. The 1-inch punch. Who's got
Listen,
some,
man, being real in the canon, the smell my finger prank would definitely work on Majin Buu. He would definitely bite
Thank you,
like
Julian.
full. He would
Did
jump
you
in
come in here just
like
for
crazy.
to hear the sneeze? Was like the second you came in.
Yeah, this guy failed the test, you know, he failed the written test though, definitely not a smart one. Oh no!
Blue combo.
Okay, blue combo, but yeah, he was just not taking on this one. He even challenged
Sean,
him
is
to
it like
frames,
that
and once he
shocking?
got surprised by this.
How you doing? Okay, I'm doing good now. I've had a rough couple of days, man. Let me tell the story again, then I probably won't say it anymore. But like, we took Lime to the vet yesterday, and when they were gonna take a blood sample from him, he got really angry and he bit me in the hand. And so today I've been like in calls with doctors and whatnot, because there was like this morning, I don't know what it's called. Is it called pus? Pus was coming out of the wound. Sorry if I'm using the wrong word. So I called a doctor, and they didn't think it was anything wrong. I just have to keep it clean. It is pus. That's a funny word. I should probably call it something else. Yeah, so I thought it was infected, right? So I called the doctor, and they thought that it would be like alright, but they're gonna call me
these guys.
They're gonna call me back on Sunday, but it's already looking better. But apparently, if you get bitten by an animal, you have to get a tetanus shot. And the thing is, at least in Sweden, like you get a tetanus shot when you're a kid, right? Like it's part of the vaccine program or whatever. But I'm apparently so old now that I have to get a new one. So today I went to the doctor and I got a tetanus shot because I got bitten by my cat. It should be fine though, because like he's an indoors cat. And apparently, in order, like the tetanus or whatever is some sort of bacteria that comes from dirt, and that's why you can get it if you get bitten by like some animal, because they fuck around in dirt a lot. But like Lame's an indoors cat, so like the chances were pretty small. But the doctor was like, "Well, since you're already here, do you just want to get the shot?" I was like, "Yeah, sure."
This way, Kalbu will have to just 5 Nilshanks to overtake him, which is totally doable, of course, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's partially doable,
Yeah, I hate shots too. And the thing is that the tetanus shot, because I remember when I took it as a kid, right? Because you take it in school. I remember it hurting so much, and like the entire arm was like stiff after. But this one that I took today, I didn't even feel it. So that was nice. I'm not like afraid of shots where it's like, oh, I pass out or whatever. But like, I mean, obviously I don't like it because it hurts. Back in the day, needles used to be thicker. Really? Maybe that's why then. Well, maybe they're like a bit different or whatever than one you get now. Like vodka shots. Okay, there are different types of shots. Some are okay. You don't remember any? I mean, I don't remember most either, because like most you take when you're so young, right?
Surprisingly tired. He hasn't been good at taking the Dragon
But
Ball
I can remember this one, because it was like in, I think you take it when you're like in 7th grade or whatever.
The corner and straight the guard concern, that was a good one. Blue Goku is in, UI Goku is recovering.
And I remember it mostly because it hurt so much, but also because like everyone in your school took it, right? So it was just a bad day in school, you know?
Look at this blue pressure. Damn.
That was a good block. That was a very good block by
Other than that, I mean, obviously I remember like I went to Thailand when I was a teenager and we had to take like hepatitis shots or whatever.
Let's go.
Oh, jump H right there with the range. Smart choice from Dennis. And now reset time.
You didn't all have it at the same time? Well, in Sweden we have like a vaccination program, so like all kids, there are certain types of vaccines that all kids take. And the tetanus shot is like a part of that program. I think that's why like someone just came to our school and just gave everyone a fucking shot.
The good old one. The solo snap, what do you think Gilly's God cares?
Hey Julian, that's actually a good tactic.
He's getting the opening, but not enough bars to get that kill. But should be able to at least tag. No! So many drops!
I don't think we focused on that solo snap enough. That was ridiculous.
I never got shit. I just got the shot.
I didn't know that Blue Goku could do it. That's crazy.
That's I mean,
Oh dude, this is so
but it's definitely not things that you see
misplaced.
that cool
Why
to
haven't
see
you
for the
told me
blue
that my
players out there.
counter's
Learning about the character, of course, if you ever need
in a very
free,
strange spot?
cheap snap, just do it.
Put it here, I guess.
Here we go. Yeah, I knew that Gogeta could do that, but I had no idea Blue Goku could do
Yeah,
it.
Blue Goku can do it as well, yeah. But the thing is, like, obviously, because just after the auto combo, you don't see that much, right? Because, like, you don't get much damage before the snap.
Alright, here we go.
No, it's Noah's job to keep track of things. Oh, this is so not even centered now. Oh my god.
Okay,
I didn't center it. My OCD.
there we go, man. Get that kill. Hey, man, dude in glasses. It's always Sparking Cast here, man. We're always learning. That's the aim of the game. We're always learning
Exactly.
out here, so.
We'll listen. Every single time you watch better players than you in Dragon Ball Fighters, it's time to learn. You know, you get to learn a lot of things from the people who've obviously spent more time in training mode than
Maybe
you with
I'll
these
watch
characters.
BoJack Horseman
that's
like when I'm washed up, because I heard it's about like he's washed up, right? He's like a washed up actor or whatever.
He's got 2 assists. He's able to extend it enough, right?
Yeah, in there.
It'll be the first thing I watch when I retire from sucking.
3-2 right now. Guinness. Great one.
Genis keeping
When I'm just not good anymore, I'll watch BoJack and relate.
giving Calbu some
Telling you.
hope. Yeah, giving Calbu some
Telling you.
hope.
Calvo needs all the help he can get right now. He needs
Yeah,
all the help
he will.
can get.
But I'm still over here in the
At the moment, if it
comeuppance.
stays like this, you only have to 5-0 Shanks. Like, I think...
Look at men taking breaks. Dude, is it that harsh? Now I'm like almost intrigued. Now I feel like maybe I have to watch it now.
That meme with, that meme with the old guy.
The only-
controller,
The only media I've ever had to take breaks in because it was like too hard was when I read there's this manga called Oyasumi Punpun. It was also like so fucking depressing that I had to take breaks like between chapters and just take a little breather. A chess tournament? I haven't played any chess. But maybe we could have one just for fun. Because I know that there are people in my, like, I don't know. It feels weird to say my community. but I know of people who hang out here often, who like watch or like play chess. So it could be fun. I don't watch K-dramas, no. Yeah, and I think Psych plays also. And I think William started playing, he plays on his phone apparently. William is like slowly crawling into his chess arc.
Spin that man!
Yeah.
Spin!
Down the extension.
I think there was someone else who also played chess, I don't remember. But we could have one just for fun. I mean, I could join just for fun, but I have no idea how chess works though. Or like I know how it works, but I don't know any techniques or whatever.
Reset! This guy, bro. Dennis with the cheeky reset. Man, he is really picked this up.
Genuinity? Should I call you that? That's cute.
Yeah, that's, as I said,
Among Us? Oh my god, I don't know.
forever, man. You get absolutely
My Among Us matchmaking in my Discord kinda died.
mixed right now, and yeah, Guinness, that's a dead blue.
Was this playing on the stream? Oh, William did?
I love watching Majin Buu players, and Guinness God just like gives me the.
It's
Majin
actually
Buu
crazy how
boost
big
that I
chess,
need,
like
you know?
it's crazy to me that chess is not figured out after so many years and so many players. But it's getting like close, right, because of all the computers? Well, I mean, it'll never be completely figured out, I suppose. But like the meta has to be so different. Chess is better online than most FGC. But it's fucking turn-based though, so it doesn't matter.
That is done.
But yes, it does probably.
Guinness God looking to put some pressure on that UI Goku. And you know what, Tarrant? Now that my brain is actually on because my brain was off, I've read the ranking wrongly. You know, Tigris and Kalbu are actually on the
Chess
same
is figured
amount
out,
of
you
points
think
right
so?
now. So Tigris needs to win. If Tigris loses, Kalbu just needs to, you know, beat Shanks. We see
Really,
his heart,
Julian? That's
but no matter the
nice.
scoreline,
I
just
love
to
introducing
chance
people
for,
to
helping
nice
my
things.
brain to work. But indeed, Kalbu is definitely
William told me
cheering
something, and I don't know if you also know about this, or like if it's not true or whatever. But he said that because chess is so pushed now, that if you play the black pawns, then you're second, like you're second to move, right? It's almost impossible to win, like you play the draw. Is that true? Or is that just if you play against a computer or something?
We'll put Shanks in the situation where he's like, Dwayne, I can't decide of people's
But like
fate,
you're
you know?
at such a disadvantage
That's kind of wild, man. But bro, the way that Guinness is cooking
at high
right now
level.
with
Oh,
Majin Buu, it's an absolute pleasure to watch. Like, I tell you what, do not waste your spark early against this man, because if he still has Majin Buu, you are getting absolutely mixed. There was mix after mix after mix.
but when you play against someone, do you only play one game? So like, it's RNG who gets which color? Or do you play several matches against the same person in a tournament?
Oh, the tap, okay.
You play many games? Alright. All the chess I know is like from Queen's Gambit, and then it seemed like they only play one game. Maybe they just cut the other ones away.
Yeah, that Majin Buu has been a massive problem, of course, so definitely this one. Ooh.
It's kind of like the aspect of pool, where if you're playing at top level and make something off the break, then you're usually expected to run out on the opponent and leaving them not being able to shoot. Ah.
Yo, meter optimal combos, Terrence.
I'm happy that like I'm happy that fighting games are not turn-based. I have to say.
It's what you call, and let me tell you that Terrence is real, right? People tagged me in that tech for Sparking Cast.
Julian, that's so sweet. Can you play the piano? Dude, you can teach me how to play too. I have this app that like teaches me how to play. It's pretty good.
I was like, does he know what TOD stands for?
Or even in DBFZ, when you lose 2 characters in Goichi, it becomes really difficult to win. Yeah, but at least you lost those 2 though. But yeah, true. But now we have limit break. Dude, where's the spark in chess? Doesn't even have a comeback mechanic.
You know, his qualification chances might have flashed before his eyes. He might have, you know, he might have had a flash of reality that a timeline where he doesn't make it, and now he wants to close this one out.
Yeah, and he's so close, you know, to making it right now. Of course, like Guinea's got is safer. Guinea's got the only thing that's that's threatened right now is his second place, but he's safely.
Fiddle is. I think I could play that one when I was in school. I mean, a very simplified version, of course. Probably just the melody.
Very strong.
I don't remember anymore though.
Do not count this guy out.
Oh, great tech.
Alright, there we go. Ooh, the start!
Oh my god!
Man, that was so sick!
No, there's only 1 assist, right? It's not gonna get the second assist. Tyrants? Level 115?
Yeah.
Man, I'm rooting for Tigris though. If he could make it in. I mean, I just want everyone to win, man. I just want everyone to have a good time. That's not possible though. They're gonna cut off half. They're gonna fan snap half of these people.
See, we know this game as well a little bit. We don't always lie about whether it's gonna kill. We know it a little bit. But there we go. Beautiful stuff. That was the you know, the silence right there. It was like,
yeah, I was holding my breath. I was like, come on, let's go! That actually killed. Yo, let's go. Tigris saving the first match point. We are now at a 4-3. The Guinea's God did not get to use Spark in this match, of course, and he, you know, might regret at some point. Tigris trying to build the momentum. He needs 2 more games to secure his spot.
I was so stressed yesterday about like Lime's visit to the vet, and then I was so stressed today about my visit to my vet that now that everything is over, I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I wanna. Is Dearly Beloved difficult? I feel like it's probably not like that difficult, but it's such a beautiful song that like I feel like it would be so nice to learn. Oh, you just said it's so easy. Why did I read half the message? I just read half the sentence and then started talking. I just said the exact same things that you said in the other half. Sometimes. Maybe I am getting a bit tired. Who reads half a sentence? Oh my god. We're a streamer.
That's a good start as well. Just avoid the round side, but
when I was younger, I almost learned To Sanerkand. I think that song is also very beautiful. Okay. But it's like maybe not hard, but pretty hard. Dearly Beloved is like, because it's a kind of like a loop, I feel like it will be alright. But I'm trying to actually learn how to read notes and stuff this time. Because I never learned that before. When I was a kid, I would just translate the notes, like write the letter underneath, and learn it that way, which was just a lot of work. But now I want to actually learn how to read it. Yeah, I can't even read a full sentence. How am I gonna read notes? I also have this problem where I do not have any sense of rhythm. I think I have an okay like ear for hearing like music, but I have no sense of rhythm.
Okay. That's good.
You learn Toho songs? Dude, aren't they super complicated? They have a lot of beautiful songs though. Ooh.
No idea what this is. That was a cross up. He blocked that. And the dive kick on a bad situation. Guinea's got now. He's gonna build a lot of meter. He's got the assist to extend.
Depends on the song. Maybe it's because I tend to listen to the jazz versions of Toho songs that I think they're all super complicated.
I don't think he would have killed anyway. Yamcha level 1 kind of sus. Okay. Going in. Oh, the
that
dive
kick.
kick. The plimsoll.
Alright. One character away. Guinness got one character away from securing himself on that second place, securing himself on the semi-final, and putting Tigris' spot in jeopardy for today. Can Tigris save it with Goku? Great blocks and the 5 LLL. Goodbye, Yamcha.
There are a lot of cool songs.
No, no.
Oh, where did he go?
This guy coming through. Oh no. Level 3. Cook him up some. There we go.
I mean, I want to learn more than video game songs, but at the same time, those are like the songs that I would definitely sit and learn.
Tigris fighting for his life. Oh, great blocks. Majin Buu. So
All the
scary.
Final Fantasy songs.
Right now. Great tech on the Dragon Rush. That was critical. Okay, there is.
Ooh, let's go.
Jump S. Alright. Oh man, what you got for me, Tigris? You're gonna have to.
I feel like being able to write your own songs would be nice. But then I need to learn a bit more about music. I had this period, like, I guess sometime last year. Maybe it was this year. Again, I don't remember.
Does not want to take risks.
All the time is floating together.
Okay, I've got the leads. I've got 2 minutes to cheat
Where I
right
just
now. You're gonna have to block. You're gonna have to block that.
watch, I
Tigris, watch out for
binged
pressure.
like
That much,
music
pressure,
theory
pressure.
YouTube
And of course,
videos.
that backdash. Not gonna press buttons,
But now I don't remember any. Because I didn't put it to any use. But I think music theory is interesting.
Okay. Yeah, just go through that because he knows he couldn't kill. Ah, Tigris with the Dragon Rush. Dennis,
the
under
cheat?
the tech. Okay, but here
Come on,
comes
take
Yamcha,
this!
the bandit. He's been robbing guys for a living.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh,
Get the block, get the block.
Good.
Keep blocking this. He's dashing.
Oh, yes! So you have so much meter, he's dead.
He's going to save the first match point. Tigris complete the extremely clutch comeback to make it 4-4 and to try to secure his place in the playoffs. And right now, it's Guinness got second place that is starting to be in jeopardy right now. Shanks is currently just waiting because you know that Shanks and Cadby right now, they're probably having a supporter battle. Shanks being all for Tigris, Cadby being all for Guinness God. Final game. Let's go.
my goodness, you've got.
Oh, so their
That's
placings.
the championship.
So the result
Such an
here
important game
affects
Such an important
there.
match, and we're going down to the final
other
one.
people. Fucking, what am I saying?
The first final game
Does
of the day.
Damascus have dirt on his beard, or is there a hole there?
Takes it. Let's go. Will it be Genis God, guys? Press 1 in the chat for Genis God and that Majin Buu squad. Press 2 for Tigris.
Is it a hole or is it dirt? Oh my god.
Let's go, guys. Who you got? Who you got?
Who do you got? What I got starts. I got a back super dash. Is what I got. Guinness God is gonna get the first hit right now. Oh my god.
So could it
was
be
a
that
long
if
step. Listen,
Tigris
what was Tigris
wins-
doing? Tigris not gonna do CGN quite yet, but he is gonna
Does
have to block
Calbu
the
not
next
make it
hits.
in?
Oh my goodness, you are going to have to block indeed.
Or if Guinness loses, that's probably good for Shanks. Because then maybe Shanks moves up to second rank, maybe.
Oh,
I don't
there it is.
know.
And that's gonna be good because he's gonna be able to get away.
Can't focus. For some reason I found a hole in Damascus' beard and that's where all the focus went.
This is not the kind of guy who panic presses buttons in block string, and he's done it twice.
It's been a long day, guys.
Definitely tilted right now.
Yeah, Spark gone for both players very early on. Tigris down to 2 characters already. 45 seconds in to the final game. Let's go.
Alright, Tigris trying to just get his composure back.
I have
because
this
he's
like
still
tiny
good, he's
goal
Jiren.
that I want to
He's
learn to
quite quick, and
play
he's gonna wait now.
some
He's trying
Christmas
to play
song
the
in
key
time
pass
for
for
Christmas.
Jade.
Not so much because I want to learn a Christmas song, but I just think that Christmas is like a nice deadline for me, so I will actually practice the piano. Problem for me is that I can't really practice after like work-related stuff, because then it's too late.
That was the cleanest job I've seen today, man.
So I need to start actually playing like in the morning. But it's kind of hard to find a slot, because when I wake up, William still sleeps, so then I can't play.
2 characters apiece. What an
And then you
even
have to start working, and then I can't play, and then it's too late, so then I can't play. But maybe if I could play like 20-30 minutes before I start streaming or something.
50% off. It's Black Friday.
Ooh, what a
UI
pickup.
Goku comes for cheap, and that pickup is gonna mean the end of that UI Goku Guinness Gods. Absolutely
Tigris not
capitalizing
like
off the
this,
lead from the
though.
smallest hits.
Oh
I have an electric piano, and like I can use headphones. The problem is that I use this app in my phone to learn, and it has to hear what I play. So I need to. So if I'm gonna learn with that app, I need to use the speakers, unfortunately.
Right. Okay, backing off the neutral game now from Dennis. You know he's just going to wait with this Yamcha, take his opportunities when he can.
It's like a pretty nifty app, but it's also a little annoying because then I can't play whenever.
Okay. Where's it gonna be?
And also William has to listen to me practice like 3 notes. Yeah, that's true, Julini. It's like I can just use the app sort of as like a lesson, you know, and then I can like do homework, if you will, with headphones on. Ooh! GG's!
That's gonna do it. He takes it over Tigris here in an exciting set, guys.
So what does that mean? Damascus, we can't see your beard hole.
Too much. Damn, Dennis God. This guy's too sick. This guy's too sick, and let me tell you, he is definitely one to watch out for.
But so like all these.
A spot with that one. Dennis God out there, second place for him. He's going to be second place going into the playoffs. What a set from him! This guy improves every single week, bro.
Did he say that Tigris secured a spot?
Absolutely amazing.
Or was it Janice that secured second? Okay. Everyone shut up.
Has validated his second place regardless.
Nice.
Right? He will be in semi-finals of the playoffs. So at the moment, for our playoffs, we've got Gropis, who is sitting in grand finals. We've got Guinness God, who is in semi-finals. And Shanks is going to be like he's pretty much guaranteed right now, but this is what happens now. Shanks will play Kalbu, and he pretty much has Tigris' fate between his hands, because what's gonna happen there, Terrence, and you know, it's actually quite important to say that, right? Because Shanks right now, he has the luxury of choosing who will he face on the first match of playoffs, because if he beats Kalbu today, he's gonna face Tigris. He could decide to lose to Kalbu if he thinks that he will punch at Kalbu regardless.
Oh, this could get dirty.
Right now is of course Kalbu forcing, you know, for these playoffs. But the thing we need to realize now is Shanks technically can choose his opponents, and maybe. You know, it's something, but the thing is, like, Shanks, he beat Tigris pretty harshly on the first week of the championship, you know, so like, knowing Shanks the competitor as well, and from the fact that, you know, he did not have the best league.
I think Shanks is just gonna play his best.
To, like, make a statement and you know,
yeah,
like,
that's how I'm feeling too.
For a man with Shanks' pride and, like, you know, titles and past, you don't just lose to win later. You know, you take wins every day.
I mean, it might be a strategic choice to choose who he wants to face, but I don't think Shanks is going to even think about that.
Nah.
I think Shanks is going to be here to win. He's just going to be looking to dominate his opponent any way that he can. That's the kind of guy he is. You know, he's a competitor at heart. He wants to prove that he's the best in Spain. Like since he had a couple of rocky games here and there to Guinness and to Gropis. I know he's actually had a hand injury as well, which has actually been holding him back somewhat as well. But, you know, Shanks is a guy that has no excuses. He's going to want to play his best. He's going to want to try and beat everybody, prove that he's the strongest in his region. And, you know, that's the narrative here. It's Shanks, and he's here to play. So let's get it.
He's always been the number one in Spain, you know, like, and he's trying to get his spot back. And Shanks was, he tweeted earlier today, and he said, no matter what's happening tonight, I'm giving my 100% against Kalbu, and I'm sure he will as well. We're here for a great match. Let's go. So, of course, El Padre Shanks, maybe surprisingly, you know, losing 2 games. But Kalbu, I like to talk about Kalbu a bit because he had a terrible start of the league. I think he lost like 2 or 3 games in a row, and then he just completely found himself and got back to it. Right now, he's playing for his life. Of course, the huge clan, the name of Shanks, and Kalbu and Shanks. I mean,
I wonder if they like planned it out. I mean, you can't plan everything out perfectly, of course, but if they put certain matchups at certain times, oh shit, what happened? To like maximize hype.
And he's trying to get this one. And what was that Shanks team that I just witnessed on this one? Let's see.
Well, oh, is it playing something weird?
We have the right side.
Really?
We have the right side. Yeah, we have the right side. The pink hit, that's Kalbu, 100%.
Yeah, that's how we sure.
Playing a very,
Is he
very
point Bardock?
special team. I think that's Fenrich team, right? Yeah, that is Fenrich team.
Ooh, wait, does
is playing
Fenrich play in
team
this
right now,
order?
and Kalbu, of
I
course,
miss
is playing
SSJ
Vegito.
Vegeta so much.
But the S is
Dude, these are my OG boys.
Fenrich
That's not true, because Bardock isn't like OG. But this is like my main team back in the day. But I rocked Cell Point, of course. I don't know why he's playing this order.
That's a weird one. I'm not on board with it, honestly. Like,
Yeah, he plays Cell Point, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, that's his trademark.
And I mean, does Fenrich play Bardock? Doesn't he play GT?
That the air assist was wasted and he lost to the UI Goku.
I haven't seen
Assist
Fenrich
Kalbu
play in a
now.
very long
He's on
time.
pickup.
He does not play GT? Oh, maybe he's used laps with him a lot.
You know, I think it's the first time I see a
No, but I
Cell
think he
B
dropped Bardock for GT.
Oh, is it Cell B assist?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Cell
it
B.
is.
I don't think I've ever seen Cell B in match. Like, it's the first time I actually seen it. But he's got weight.
This is nice to do, the Cell.
Right, 39?
SSJ Vegeta.
Blockstone
Love this.
I'm not sure exactly. I actually have no idea.
Yeah, fucking kill the Bardock. I wanna see the other characters.
Okay. Alright, this is gonna do some good damage.
Blue Bombo, that guy.
Okay, Kalbu here.
Yeah.
Vegeta.
I wonder if Shanks is thinking that, like, since
Go. Gonna get
Since,
right here.
yeah, I was just gonna say, Julini. I wonder, since Shanks knows that his place is guaranteed, if he's just trying out other characters for fun.
Frames for Cell B, so I'm
And
not sure
meanwhile,
about this.
fucking Tigers is sitting there like, yes.
I'll be honest and say that I don't know what you get from Cell B in this team. So
Because I don't think Shanks is thinking about the fact, or if he's even realized the fact that, I mean, he holds Kalbu's and Tigris' fate in his hands.
Shanks now with a challenge.
I don't think he's given that too much
Next time
thought.
away to the corner and should be able to kill that
Which, I mean, he shouldn't.
Yep, gonna go for the medium perfect attack for the corner control. Level 3 though.
I like, by the way, earlier how he called SSJ assist to make Kalbu look there, and then he did the BR. Mental stack, that man.
Okay, here goes the Broly going in, the bully.
Yeah, good movement by Kalbu there, but Shanks is fishing for
Cell
this
is so
one. But you know
cool.
what? My limbs are longer than yours.
Yeah.
Watch that 5L.
Ooh,
Catch his hands.
you have both of them. Dude, you can't even see UI behind Broly, because Broly's so fucking fat. But UI is indeed
I would
dead.
say press F for UI Goku, but I know you guys won't because it's UI Goku and you know. So don't press F for UI Goku, guys. Goodbye.
Should we bring the Cell back? Every time I see Cell, I'm like, damn.
Oh no, he dropped the combo.
Maybe it's time.
Yeah.
And SSJ also.
Oh, good escape from the Vegeta assist, but oh, guess what?
This could have been my Cell. Dude, you're telling me I could have been in the Spanish nationals if I just played Cell?
Shanks opened him up. Kalbu, man, you're gonna have to try and
Dude, I could be Spanish right now.
like Shanks is having fun. He's not even playing his main team.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, remember that these two, they play a lot with each other, right?
Yeah,
like, they've
yeah,
been...
exactly.
I think one of the reasons why Kalbu is at this level is
Maybe
definitely
Cell can
playing Shanks
go
on a
on
daily basis. They
like
could play
the
offline as
C
well,
team,
like
you know?
before,
Because I had the A
season
team
three.
now, and then
You know,
B
they have a
team I
very
wanted to be
Barcelona as
Triple
well, so they're
Vegeta,
great, so they
although
can
I have
actually,
not practiced
you know,
Triple
get to
Vegeta
play
any.
them. So
But maybe the
these two,
C
they know each
team
other so
could be my old
much,
team
that
here.
Shanks knows what he can use to beat Kalbu. And right now, this team looks like it's gonna be the team for Shanks. 1-0 for El Padre.
Let's go.
Dude, I knew I was one of the better Spanish players. Why was I not invited? It's only because I didn't rock the Cell.
Early on, and if you take down Kalbu's hit early, he really does lose because I feel like most of his.
Leave SSJ in the can! Oh my god, I can't believe you're saying this.
Okay. Down nice. They jump there.
Yeah, could have gotten a bit more, but okay. Trying to get something, and 27 frames.
You have
by
the buff,
way.
my boy.
That's gonna be the low.
What's up, Tardy?
Open him up.
That's it. Doesn't matter about the frames, bro. If you're blocking high, you're getting caught.
Tardy, have you gotten your daily dose of Ginyu body switches?
Again by Shanks, but that's gonna be teched as well. Ooh, Shanks got this
I feel like you
one,
overdosed,
and
you got too many.
Will challenge him. He's got the assist. He should be able.
Yeah, we have to respect your boyfriend, man. He's the original.
Oh, absolutely. 3-bar spend. Goodbye. Very damaging DHC here.
He's the like example that we use to measure everyone else against.
Shanks in control right now. That Cell on point here. I think Cell's a character that actually does okay against UI. You can anti-air very well and get a lot of damage on that.
And I think, you know, like having
Cell level 1 is like, even like it was just 2 level 1s close to each other, but it like looked cool. It was cool for some reason, you know? Like double supers in general, I thought it was. I miss it, man.
The side switch, really nice. Okay, there we go. It's a level 3. Let's get it. Okay,
Mix left or right, left or right. I'll keep it simple. Ultra ignorance, let's go.
Like there was something about it that like, I don't know.
Very nice, very nice.
It almost felt like Marvel-esque, you know? Where it was just like, okay, just throw out a bunch of supers. Even though it was like in a combo. There was something about it where it's like, okay, this is obviously not supposed to be this way, and that's why it's cool.
Not yet, not quite yet. Just gonna try to keep the pressure on that cell, but it's a C assist on Zibroly's side.
It looks Marvel-ish. Marvel-like.
Should be enough to get that cell out.
Yeah, this game is not Marvel.
That cell will go down.
It never will be. And I mean, that's fine. But I still liked it.
Wow, really? Why would you not?
Let me meter dump some supers, man.
Okay.
Alright, finally, SSJ Vegeta gameplay, let's go.
Yeah. Just getting away from that.
Did you guys watch the Marvel Free event that Maximilian had with Twitch Rivals? It was pretty sick.
That super dash is gonna be blocked. It's not gonna really take much risk right now, waiting for this key blast. Just walk forward, you know, you are Goku. You shouldn't care about key blasts.
I'm pretty sure Shanks played a bunch of Super Saiyan Vegeta in Season 1, actually, now I think about it.
Ooh,
I seem to recall this
pressing.
a lot of Super Saiyan Vegeta. That's dead. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, did you watch his stream when it happened? Oh my god. Poor Marlon. I only watched the main stream, and I realized that it was kind of a mistake to do before top 8, because I didn't think that they were gonna jump between games so much.
Well, I got the shield up, bro. It's like the hedgehog bubble.
But then I was too lazy to switch because we were watching on the TV and it was just annoying.
I'm gonna have to block on this. Good defense by Calbu. Oh no! The one mix! The first mix! Got this one. And Shanks going for the rejump. Gonna send him to corner. Is he gonna keep that Vegeta in? Nah, that's gonna be Bardock. Level 1 into level 3. And it's time for the mix.
It is indeed. Let's go. Revenge Assault there. Ooh. Oh, damn, that was a well-timed super dash, but just off. Just slightly off. Oh, no!
Dude,
I mean, that was
the
checkmate
old
anyway.
team.
Was blocked with Vegeta assist. That was a checkmate situation.
Is the king on 9th place? Dude, he has the gauntlet though. Didn't get 9th then. But that was fucking Marvel Infinite.
With this team, he's definitely got some stuff, man. He's got some great reactions.
Why did I not use the bathroom when there was a 5-minute break?
He's looking like a legit.
Because now I have to go now, and I can't go now.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, you know, he's not gonna pick a troll team. Like, he's here for the win, and you know that already having lost 2 games in the league is a dent, you know, in his armor. It's something that he did not expect to see, that none of us expected to see. So he's got a point to prove to that today. And not gonna lie, Terrence, I kind of like the narrative that he's setting for the playoffs as well, which is, you know, the new boy Gropis is on top, and Shanks, you know, El Pade will have to like get the redemption by going through the bracket. Yeah. I can't wait for this.
I love stories in fighting games, okay? And this is definitely a really, really interesting one to follow. So I'm with it, man. Honestly, I'm with it. Oh! Don't raw tag. That was a terrible raw tag.
Julian, you're tired from carrying kids. Thank you for tuning in, though. I appreciate it. Get some good sleep, man.
Oh no, what happened?
No rent, nothing. I'm just in there. This is my place. And
nice.
again, that is a dead C Broly. Shanks is cruising through. No! Shanks in combos.
Ooh.
Oh, Shanks. It happens to the best of us, man. No! What happened? Okay. There we go. Oh no, slightly. What happened? Oh, alright, Calby right now trying to find the hit, but it is UI Goku A assist. The one and only, the one we love so much.
The classic, you know, everyone's favorites.
His B? I have no idea. I haven't even touched him in this patch, I think.
He's just preemptively jumping this command grab situation.
We'll have a Kaiden tomorrow?
Little happy
That's
for
hype.
Kay. Not gonna get that much damage, but he's gonna decide to snap that
Dude,
cell.
it's so weird that it's like the last week of like the
Can't believe it's enough. That's
of
still-
this.
that's still a
I mean,
win.
then it's the playoffs, of
By
course.
Shanks on this.
Time went fast.
So damn good. Okay, there we go. Cell block strings can be a bit of a pain to deal with, but there you go. Gets the hit. We're going back to season 1 with this one. Duh. Oh, you gotta love it. And he's got the assist in there. That's a dead hit for sure.
Sorry about all the people in the corner logging in to play some plus R.
Big boy damage.
Yeah, that should do it right there. Oh no, Pixel
no.
is still alive. Calbu?
Your turn. Is it your turn to lie? Is it back to you?
You're gonna have to put that alert on my tweets from now on, man. You're gonna have to put those little messages at the bottom of my tweets, the blue message phone. Okay. Thanks.
Oh,
Oh no, what happened? Shanks,
drop by Shanks.
lag spike, Spanish lag spike?
What's going on?
Oh,
Oh, good one. All right. Flip it to the grab. And that's gonna be Calbu extending. Okay, he's got a lot of bars on this. When I extends, I do believe that should be able to kill. Yeah. Well, it's not because sin combos.
Okay. Shanks trying to keep this moving right now. Solar, Kamehameha, absolute perfect stance.
And watch out for the mix.
Perfect
What's
beat.
Calbu deciding? Oh, he decided to
wait,
escape
what a...
the spark activation. And Shanks gonna have to maybe block a bit while that spark is up.
Dude, I missed that assist.
Where do you think he's going to approach? The same way you would use UI assist. It's literally the same thing. Nice! There we go. 4M right there from Shanks. There's the absolute range on that.
Did he just hit a jam session and assist
you can see
just
that no
assist
matter
or
what
exactly the
character or
same?
anything, you know? When your neutral is out there, that's all you need.
Oh.
That's pretty much all you need. And now, the Dragon Rush is gonna get that hit down. Shanks, one character away.
Let go of the rat. Should I just bring the boy back?
This cell is looking mighty legit, I have to say. I'm loving it. Love me some good cell play. Oh no! He did convert correctly off the B.
Why did I start playing GT?
Right, 10 man down.
Like, when did I make that decision?
Hilarious. So funny.
Got to use it. Got to use it. What's up? Oh no, what? You know, like, I'm not having any of that, man. I'm not having any of that, but you know what? Point blank super dash. And that's a dead cell. Calbu trying to keep his
When I
hopes
wanted to
alive.
win,
And
I did want that
this
beam,
is probably
man.
like, do I celebrate or not yet? I don't know. Like, he's watching this
Beam
match
was looking
carefully
good.
with us, waiting to see what could happen. And that's gonna be 3-0 for Shanks.
So we've got a man like Autic in the chat asking a question, highlighted.
I do
it.
like winning
Saying
neutral.
Cell is whack still, just on main him. Cell is not a bad character at all.
My
Cell
GT
got
is
some
still so
really
fucking
nice
trash
parts
though,
this
like he
season.
doesn't do
I think he's still a very
anything.
strong character. He's not as ridiculous as he was before, but he's still a super good character, man. Very, very strong.
I mean, he got tools, he got damage, he got movement.
Yeah.
It's getting better though.
To work with them. I mean, Fenrich wouldn't keep Cell if Cell was absolutely whack, you know, like Fenrich believes the character can work and he's making him work as well. Shanks today is showing us his own Cell. 3-0 for Shanks. It's starting to look long for man on Calbu's side.
It's definitely not looking good.
Has
for Calvin
Damascus
right here,
always
man.
had a
He's gonna
hole
have to-
there?
He's gonna have to really turn this around somehow.
In
Shanks
his
is looking
beard.
unstoppable. The Fenrich tribute team is putting in
I'm so
work.
confused by that.
Okay. I'm liking this, man. The Broly, the pain train was in there. And now Calbu's gonna go to work to get that knockdown with hit. Keep it simple.
Calbu gets away right
Hey,
now.
Mamba Lamba, thank you so much for the follow.
Oh, okay, there is the super dash.
Good luck in nationals. Hit me the donut in his beard.
All the back off. It's gonna be. Oh no! There's the Vegeta assist again.
Are you like, what's your placement, Mamba?
I don't know, man. Like,
Can you
can't use it
get
the same
into
way you
playoffs? Are you in playoffs?
Kind of like Bardock A. Or
I
like
need to keep better track. It's because my memory is so trash.
That Bardock and Amshai get.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like,
true.
26 is pretty short, you know. But
You won't get that far? Ah.
Ooh, okay.
Well, then
Maybe
just have some good
use,
games.
a beam in neutral against,
I didn't understand until today how the like playoffs were set up.
but even so, you know,
I
if you
thought
just
that
do it just for
the
basics,
ranking
yes,
in the
it's
top
back.
4, that
He's
it was
gonna
just
get
for
called by this
seeding.
excellent job.
But apparently if you get
To be able to get
first
that hit out
place,
and
you're
to
like
also tag
fucking
Bardock
auto-floated
out
to grand
with
finals. That's
another
just
one.
crazy.
But yeah, Cell is back.
Maria. God, I love it, man. Cell is here. The perfect being, the perfect life form. Dr. Giroud's finest creation. Oh man, let's go. Rejump. I love this guy, man. Shanks is such a legend. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah, are they fighting for first place? That's gonna be a good game. I think it was so smart of them to like play save like that matchup for last week.
By that cell, Shanks is gonna extend as much as he can. The loops are there.
And I mean, then they just got lucky, I guess, that it's actually a like decisive fight also. But hello, nine.
All right, Calvin, this is your chance, bro. Make it count. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good. Oh, he gets third even. Oh shit.
I'm just gonna stand there menacingly.
Do they play against each other often? I don't think I've seen them even play against each other in a while. Yeah, it's a good week, man.
Look at this! Oh, no punish!
He delayed it.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought Hook had just turned into some sort of variety streamer. I can't catch his stream because it's like in a really bad time for Europe.
The timing was not correct.
But he's really good, man. Dragon Ball Fighters.
Has spent a lot of time chasing him.
It's not just the neutral, the movement, bro. Shanks' neutral has been.
He does play it every day. I need to keep better track of people.
Okay,
That's like my bad, for sure. Like, you see someone be a successful streamer and you're like, this guy is probably a washed player now. But then he got like the Panda Global pickup and stuff. Obviously, they know what's going on.
Oh, okay. Take it.
But there's a timeline where Cowboy didn't get the DR and then lost that UI. So, like, you need to be careful, man.
Yeah, that was a very dangerous play by Kalbu. Shanks still okay. I mean, he got Park. He's got the life lead. Ooh, he could have gotten.
I wonder if Shanks like sees potential in this team as well, or if he's just having fun.
Shanks is winning off neutral right now. His movement, his neutral is just better.
It's definitely up there, man. It's definitely looking solid. There we go. Gets the hit.
Yeah, Hook must be doing good, man, because he has like the sponsorship now, and he has like fucking 2,000 subs or some shit. That's a lot of money.
Let's have a look. What have you got for me, Shanks? Mi padre.
He's doing good. That's nice.
He's literally got nothing. He was like, nah. Nah.
All the teaming game plan got nerfed.
God, like Oki right there.
Ooh, that was scary.
Yo! Oh.
Yeah, that should be a dead Bardock. No, provided he finishes combo, but he does not. And loses the key blast more. Kalbu forced on defensive right now, and Shanks.
Yeah, Gropis have been playing so well.
Absolute slop.
He was even on the Ginyu for a second. Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
Yeah, that doesn't jail. That's a legit answer. That does not jail. So just go for it.
Bro, Cowboy, I feel like Cowboy's swinging. He is swinging. But none of those hits are landing right now.
Dobs, dude, you knew? Nice.
Can't hit the target. Shanks is just looking way too good. Damn.
Way too good indeed. Like, we said it, right? Shanks has a statement to make. After losing 2 games back-to-back to Gropis and then Guinness.
Yeah, Hook's nice. I like Sage too, though.
Remember who I am? I'm El Padre, I'm here for the win.
It's hard not to root for Hook.
Can he finish the game? Finish the day? Finish the entire championship? With La Manita? A little 5-0? To finish this? Let's see if Shanks can do it.
Did he drop Blue Vegeta?
Prize for him. A nice little win for him at the end of the day. Let's go, man. Week number 7. It's been an amazing regular season, guys. 7 weeks of non-stop action.
Do it.
Come to an end.
Is it because of online, or like he's just not that good, or? I feel like everyone, dude, when this season came out, everyone was like, dude, Blue Vegeta, this is the answer, and then no one fucking played him. Blue Goku's the best.
That's only the first of 5 that we get this weekend. At the moment, of course, it is Spain. And the opening goes to Kalbu, converting with the C assists.
Bro, that damage was looking kind of OD for a second. Did you see that?
Oh! Happy birthday, does he? No. He's not gonna kill Sal.
Level 3. Okay, and that's a mix that he absolutely needs to hit. I think
yeah, exactly, Tardy.
To just walk there and just get away because
it was like with Roshi, but Roshi's like legit so much work though.
Great escape. Shanks again, putting the pressure, and that blue life is recovering on Cell side. And look at this, Kalbu is losing patience. Shanks, of course, is gonna use that.
That Vegeta is coming out in a second. Final flash. 100%. What? To Cell? Did he do the wrong one? Cell just lost a lot of life there.
Yeah. I mean, not that much.
I mean, it's about 20%.
Yeah.
Okay. The combo, though, doesn't really matter too much. I mean, Shanks has been so confident in his neutral anyway, it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah.
You know?
Ooh,
He's been
that
blocking.
looks weird.
I feel like has Calbu open Shanks up with like, you know, movement and mixes and stuff. Like, I feel like Shanks is just blocking everything easily today.
Yeah, Shanks is just looking like he's on one, man. Oh, there we go, though. The Dragon Rush from Calbu gonna get that kill on Bardock. And then we're gonna have this Cell Vegeta duo. Let's go.
Alright. Calbu looking to save the first match point, but of course Shanks still sitting on Spork. And that Cell honestly has done a lot of work throughout this set.
Yeah, no doubt. The unusual duo right here. Cell and Vegeta.
Hook undefeated.
Ooh, plus brains. Respect it to me.
Oh no!
Oh, the challenge! Calbu bringing out his finest disrespect here. Pressing a lot, but... Alright, let's see here. Shanks, what you got for me, buddy?
He should get off blue Vegeta, at least like now, when because it's almost the playoffs, and this match is gonna be important. But at the same time,
He's showing that his cell is out
do you
there
even
right
win
now. It's gonna be
anything?
mixed.
Like, there's no money or
Of course,
whatever,
it can
right?
use time to wake up, of course it is, but Shanks is
And
just
there
using
isn't even that
Vegeta
much,
to cover. Simple,
since it's like an
efficient,
online
that's gonna be a
tournament.
dead UI Goku.
There's not that much
Shanks should be
honor
able to also
either.
swap into Vegeta.
There is money for placing. I thought it was just you got some money for joining in. You win more if you're top. Ah, okay.
You tap a slight approach.
But is it like first place gets more and whatnot?
But there we go. Calbu gets the hit on Cell and takes him out, and it's all up to this Super Vegeta for Shanks.
Yeah, it's looking hard for Shanks now. Calbu looking in a good way to at least save that match point, keep the hopes alive. But Shanks, you think he's opening? Final Flash shouldn't have killed, right?
Or maybe get the final
600 for joining. That's like, honestly though, top 4 gets like 1k more. That's nice at least. But like honestly, like 600 for this many weekends is like a joke, I think. Like, it's so little. At the same time, I mean, it's money, you know?
For sure.
That's gonna be taken.
He was definitely the waste man of
But like,
okay.
yeah, it's just weird because I feel like, dude, it's fucking Bandai Namco. Why didn't you get some sponsors and you could increase the payout for the people, you know? Because it's so many weekends
Shanks now looking for something.
where it's like you can't do anything else. But I guess like most people would have played, like there are people... Shanks 5-0, nice. I mean, there are people who would have played with no money. So for some people, like, it is free money, you know, because they would have played anyway. But at the same time, it's like, dude, compared to other esports and other sports and whatever, it's like, you know, people can't make a living out here.
With that new team, 5-0, guys. 5-0 going into the playoffs. And that has settled it.
I wonder if Chris G had to give his money back.
Bro, it's gonna be
I wonder how that worked.
It's gonna have Genis in there second place, Shanks third, and then Tigris is the one.
Maybe you gotta...
Because Calbu got kind of washed right there. I'm sorry to say.
I mean, can't lie, right?
You didn't get anything?
Bet your life
When
on
are we playing
beating
dubs?
Shanks
I don't know, because like I got
not
bit
many people
yesterday
out
by
there
my
who
cat.
take, I think that maybe,
But I'm
like,
gonna
3
try,
players
I'm
in the world
probably,
to be
I
like,
can probably,
okay,
I have the
I'll
tournament
take awards,
tomorrow.
you know, like, that's about it. But,
And,
this
but I'm gonna try to
is
rest it
the
today.
final
Because the bite is like exactly
for, the
where
Spanish
I have to
championship.
put the
You've got
ball
Gropis, the undefeated,
top
plus
on my
18,
stick.
21 points, for Gropis, of
So I'm
course,
probably
7
gonna
wins.
rest it
Then Genis
today,
got
but tomorrow
6
I have the
wins, 1
tournament,
losses.
so
He lost to only Gropis, of course.
I have to play tomorrow.
With 5 wins
Is
and
it
2
tomorrow or
losses,
Sunday?
Shanks lost to
Maybe I should
Gropis
stop
and,
saying tomorrow if it's not
Tigris got.
tomorrow.
And then of course on 4th,
Is it
Tigris, who is
Sunday?
getting a huge South relief, was like, my god, could
Yeah, that
Calbu
would be
just, like,
great
read
for
the
me
dream
if it
today?
was.
Tigris there, then I think the two maybe, I would say, surprise from the league. I think a lot of people would have said that Gamba and Calbu were
It is
like
tomorrow?
favorite to be on that top 4, but both of them are not. And then of course on the down low, Cuenca,
Goodness, Dragon Ball.
Christian RG. This league, Tarrant, has been full of drama, full of new players. You know, Gropis has definitely been the MVP of this entire league so far, and these playoffs are definitely guaranteed to be high.
Yeah, man. I think,
no, it's Sunday.
the
Yes,
tail of the tape
that
here,
is
the real
great.
talking point is
That
Shanks
is
third.
so
Like,
good.
when we started this league here, I did not.
Then
have
my
Shanks
hand
down to
will
even
be
lose a set.
healed.
but
everyone, like no one did. I was
Thank you,
talking to,
Lord.
to Sharin, Ram from Spain, and I was like,
Tardy, you're back in TO. You should know this.
like it takes time. It's a shortcut.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Dude, my emotes
Sharin,
are fire.
Can anyone beat No. I'm like, okay, I didn't even finish my question.
I need
but,
to
like, that's why I
remove.
said no.
I
He was
used to
like, no,
play a
Sharin's
bit of
Sharin.
fighting herds, and now I have 2 fighting herds emotes, and I don't play any fighting herds anymore.
So,
Maybe remove some.
first of all, I want to give a massive shout out to Kalbu, Gamba, Cuenca, Thinko, and Christian Energy.
Oh, but that's so good that it's Sunday, because then I have time to practice tomorrow.
Part of the 8 very best of your
And
region,
a
of
little
course,
bit
which is,
Sunday,
already an honor
and
being
hopefully
there,
my
and they fully
hand will be
deserve
better.
their position there. It's been very entertaining to watch them. Cuenca and his very fun team, Gamba's Guinea as well. Like we've had.
I can probably maybe play a bit tomorrow then,
I only
Dobbs.
see this. Can you press F on the
But
chat
I'm
for
gonna
these
rest
4
the
guys?
hand
Press
today,
F,
and I'm so
pay
tired
respects to
too.
these 4 players who gave us 7 weeks full of entertainment. Kalbu,
Oh yeah, this was the
Gamba,
last Spain one, dude. This
Cuenca,
is.
Thinko, Christian Energy. This one goes to you. Much love to you guys, of course. Always fun.
I feel bad for
to have these
Christian,
guys. They
man.
always enter tournaments anyway. They're always around.
is what it is.
But now, Tarrant, it's all about the top 4.
that top 4, it's set in stone now. We know who we're going to have there. We know
So
who's
it's
gonna be,
Gropus.
playing multiple
Did Shanks
it's gonna be
move
playing
up?
just the one,
No.
one set in the finals there.
Jin
It's gonna be
Scott,
Gropus.
Shanks,
He's gonna be
Tigris.
up there
Nice.
waiting, for one of these other 3 gentlemen to challenge him for that throne.
Are you
And
also a
if I had
Paprika
to put my
hater?
money on
Damn,
anyone,
I mean Paprika,
I
man.
think
She's fun.
you
She's fun to play.
you know he has something to prove.
Dude,
you know he's
poor
not gonna be happy
Christian.
losing to Gropus. You know he wants to re-establish himself as the undisputed best in Spain. That's the well-traveled player right there. That's 4th place at
I don't know, I
Evo.
played
That's
Faust in Guilty Gear,
multiple
so like
tournaments
she just
under his
spoke to
belt.
me as a character.
Just all these big tournament victories, and you know he is not going to go down without a fight. Gropus right there, you can see him. The performances he's been putting in have been outstanding.
He's been playing crazy good.
And just an absolute pleasure to watch with this, unique team. It's just always cool to see that.
Absolutely, like a pleasure is just this, man. Like his team has been so fun to watch, for pretty much like everything. It's always been cool. It's always been really nice, like to watch him and everything. And that's like the player like we have, right? I think seeing this, like 67% win rate is like a really good one, to get at the end. It's been like an extreme statement for him, because I would like to know, like on the chat, and I pretty much know the answer, right? Chat, like both on YouTube and on Twitch, can you press 1 if you knew Gropis before this league? Can you press 2 if you had never heard of Gropis before? I would like to know, because I don't think I'll team anyone's.
I've heard of Gropis though, I think. Maybe. I don't remember.
He has been a hidden talent of Spain for so long, and he finally capitalized it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know about the guy.
It's cool though, because I mean that's what's so nice about events like this.
Really surprised me with some of his.
Is that players that never really get to be shown outside of their region is like people hear of them now. That's why I like the Dragon Ball FighterZ showcase as well, when they do just like
really cool to see. So, massive shouts to Gropus for
random
really showing up and
communities fight each other. Yeah, well, Christian, at least we know his name now,
as well, saying they didn't even know
Poor guy.
About, they literally tune into the Spanish league to watch Gropus play, which is absolutely crazy to see. He's just super, super impressive, fun to watch, fun team, just a great player.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to add just one story that literally just remembered for Gropis. Gropis, he's
But it's
young,
cool.
right? I think he's like 16,
It's nice
17,
that when
he's
countries
quite
have
young.
like several good
He's
players. I
been
mean, I
on
live in
internet cafe for
Sweden.
most of the
We
league.
have some good
Actually,
players
Jin
in
from Spain,
Sweden.
Jin was like, if you beat Shanks, I'm gonna get you a PC. So
But
Jin
people
Kisara was
overall
like,
don't
"Oh,
play that
sorry."
much here, I think,
But
especially
there's a
maybe not
story
this year.
about Gropis, right? He's always been good, and the only tournament he could travel to last year was the LCQ.
I don't think we
And
could
his
fill a
flight was
nationals,
cancelled, and he couldn't get to the LCQ. I
unfortunately.
remember Sharin telling me I had to console him because he was crying. Like he was like, I've saved money for the entire year for this, and he had the worst thing ever, which is a plane not being there. And he just couldn't afford to like get another plane and had to stay home. And look at this. Fast forward a few months, he's their #1 in the Spanish league. That's gonna be Gropis. So to remind you guys how the playoffs are gonna work, of course, the playoffs are gonna be the top 4 of these tournaments, and the way it's gonna work is it's gonna be a 1st to 5 single elimination bracket where the 3rd and 4th will play each other first. So that's gonna be Shanks versus Tigris. Winner of that match will move on to the semi-final and play the seconds.
I
So the
honestly
winner of
thought
Tigris
Shanks was
will
gonna
play against
win
Guinness Gods, and
Spain.
winner of that match will play versus
He's
Gropis,
not
and of
even
course,
in the
winner of grand
semis.
finals will be crowned the Spanish champion for the national championship, and of course these playoffs.
Yeah, it's gonna
they
be
are
mad.
in
I don't know why
exactly
they
1 week
chose
because
to make
every
it
single
this way,
weekend in
but
December, there's
yeah,
gonna be
whatever.
one of the playoffs or two, and we are starting, of course, with Spain Saturday next week.
So this is
Absolutely. So someone's gonna have to
happening
play
next
3 games,
week,
someone's
and
gonna
then
have to play
one
2,
of the
someone's gonna have to
US
play
coasts
one match, and we know who that is going to be.
is
It's gonna be Gropis. So,
happening like the
it's
day
gonna be,
after, so it's gonna be two playoffs next weekend. I don't remember if it was West or East.
Opponents, they know who they're going to play against, and they can start.
And then the weekend after that is France, and then the other US coast, and then the week after that is
grind on the lab and
Japan.
just seeing what they can come up with. And it's going to be a great one, guys. So with that, I think that's going to close out for today. Coming up next for the Dragon Ball FighterZ National Championship,
But like, it's gonna be 3 sets on one day.
in a few hours' time. Let me just get confirmation for that. If we could see the times for this week, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, we got France
But,
tomorrow, and I think the
France
thing to
tomorrow.
talk about France is it's gonna run later than usual. It's gonna run at the same time as Spain today. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be like Saturday evening for them. So that means for
Wait.
you guys in America,
Eight.
it's 11 a.m. PDT, 2 p.m. EST. So you guys, get to wake up at normal hours and get to watch it. It's 8 p.m. CET, of course. And these matches as well are gonna be very important. Yasha, who
This is
clutched
gonna
the
be
spot as
good.
well, probably maybe the surprise for the people who don't know him. In France versus.
I've had the
Luka,
most fun
Sheila
watching
versus
France, for
Kasuga,
sure.
Kane Silverblades, and the match everyone has been waiting for weeks. Wawa versus Kaiden. That has got to be a banging day.
It's gonna be
It
sick.
is going to be ridiculous. You do not want to miss that every
Yeah,
time.
France are so strong,
we
man.
get the
They're
French league
crazy.
out here, man. These guys turn up and just put on an absolute, just blinding performance, man. You guys are gonna love it. It's also a good time for a lot more. Like we normally have that one in the morning.
But is that the
It's
next
a great
one?
time
Did they
for a lot
say
more
something
US friends
about
to tune in and watch that one.
is
So,
US
if you
West in a
with us
few
today, enjoy
hours?
the Spanish league.
Is that what
Be
they
sure to come
said?
back tomorrow as well
Because
for France,
sometimes they
'cause it's gonna
move
be
US West around for some
ridiculous.
reason.
And that main event of Wawa versus Kaiden is going to be just.
I don't watch the West though,
If you
because
guys
it's
want
like
teaser,
in the
you can
middle of the
look, there's
night.
one of Sky. And by the
for
way,
me.
you can see that Tarrant lives on DGen hours because France is at like 1 or 2 p.m. and he said morning. I mean,
Oh,
I know
Simon,
about
thank you
that
so much
Tarrant.
for 13
The DGen
months.
hours are real.
What is that horrible emote? Ew, that's hor- No, I don't want to see that. Thank you so much for the sub.
It's early, 1 p.m. Pam. I need to wake up at 12. It's hard. Not kidding, of course. After France on Saturday.
Kangaroo, for fuck's sake.
The West Coast as well. We're gonna close, of course, the championship on US West with again 4 bangers, no scientific.
Wait,
Confidence,
November
Super
28th, okay,
Kuba
no.
versus Jonathan Tene, Subatomic Saber versus Cloud.
Wait, no,
and
so
the
this is
massive
tonight.
match, Apology Man versus Reynald.
5
Apology Man
a.m.
is gonna play
CT,
his
so that's
tournament live
like
tomorrow.
Bro, that is
tomorrow,
gonna be
super
fun to
early
watch for sure,
morning.
man. Reynolds has just been an absolute
So this is
beast
before
showing
France?
up, and Apology Man's going to be fighting for his life tomorrow. So, wait, that's later.
Well,
on
I'm not
today,
gonna
that's in a
fucking
few
watch it because
hours.
it's 5 a.m. either way.
Yeah, that's going to be sick.
Absolutely. Yeah. Is it tonight? Or is it tomorrow? It's tonight! Damn! I thought it was tomorrow! Well, it's in a few hours!
Yeah.
My god, I get to watch some more Dragon Ball Fighters today, Tarrant.
You're not gonna watch it, Damascus. It's 5 a.m. You didn't even know it was gonna happen.
Probably, I mean, I know
The group is
Sky
gone
Games is
defeated.
huge, like,
He
main event and stuff, but I think
did,
the
right?
biggest- the
Maybe? I don't
biggest
know.
of
Let me
events
check.
This weekend is in Japan, of course, because the Japan
Oh
League
my goodness.
on Sunday, Japan League is going to be
DBFZ matches.
absolutely banging as can we
Banging?
get the Japan matches, because of course you know what's gonna be, what match you want in Japan, guys. Like, do I even say it? Of course, Maddo Matoi, Banba Banbi, Kazunoko Tachikawa, but more importantly, the match
Yeah, he didn't
between
lose
the two
anything.
undefeated players, Koichi and Fenrich.
It's pretty cool.
I cannot wait,
Pink
man.
blank, thank you for
Last time I
follow.
saw these guys, I mean, I've seen them, online on Cyclops Saka stream and stuff. They have
Also, honestly, I have not been watching that much Japan because I sleep past 10.
Probably the all-time best Dragon Ball Fighters match,
I need to be better at catching up on the VODs.
Back-to-back perfects, bro.
Has it
I will
always been this
never
early?
forget it. I will never
No, I
forget
just
that
haven't
as well.
slept this late for a
Just an
while.
absolute, just
Dude, Goichi
absolutely,
Fenrich.
crazy match, and yeah,
And
it's gonna
Kazunoko
be
Tachikawa is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be awesome to see these guys going at it. These guys both undefeated, so someone
And all the
is gonna
bees
have to
against
go
each other.
undefeated going into the playoffs. And who's it going to be? Is it going to be Goichi or is it going to be man like Fenrich? So that is going to be sick, guys. Do not miss that.
Absolutely thick. And of course, we finish the weekend in style as always with the one and only the East Coast Championship. Lord Knight versus Mamba.
Oh, you have to face Lord Knight, Mamba.
Nitro versus Double L, and the Kill Sage versus Hook Gang God. You know how I love this? Like,
I feel so bad for Lord Knight's stick week 1.
Let's go, massive hype. We finish it in.
Because he's been playing so well. Other than that.
Yep, the final week will always be the 2 top seeds playing. So yeah, that's going to be insane to watch. And
it's sad because I heard a Double L, like he's just super laggy, and then he's gonna make top 4, isn't he?
Probably for the entire league.
But yeah, Kill Sage Hook is gonna be
so Hook
cool.
is gonna be bringing that heat against Sage, and that's gonna be crazy. Trying to end the undefeated streak that he has right now. So
double lag.
You know, East Coast is always a pleasure to watch. Just always the best one for me to finish out on. Just enjoy and kick back with some hype.
Sopa, thank you so much.
With some great commentary, great matches, and yeah, it's just all round a great show. So yeah, I'm hyped.
Absolutely, guys, and of course remember that the playoffs are pretty much all of
10-15, dude. But didn't you run tests before?
Next week and US West. The week after is France and US East, and then we
or like, how did that entire thing work?
With,
you didn't.
Japan, playoffs, you know, in December.
That sucks though. That like, yeah, you had to play someone that's like that laggy.
Our day of Spanish Dragon Ball Fighters action. Congratulations to Gropis for being the undefeated first seed of that league. That is not something many people were expecting. I'm pretty sure Gropis himself,
the L stands for lag switch.
This result, but we'll see.
You had better connection with Popo. Holy shit.
We are now signing out. We'll be back in a few hours for the Dragon Ball Fighters National Championship US West Edition. Make sure you take a look at this one. Of course, Tarrant and I will be back for 2 more in France. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Tarrant, I'll see you tomorrow for the big boys in France.
Let's do it, man. I'm always excited for France. Always sick to watch. So yeah, let's get it, man. And that's going to do it for us. So thank you so much, everybody, guys. Shouts to the Spanish League for holding it down. And I'm looking forward to the playoffs next week. So guys, we'll see you in a few hours here on twitch.tv/DragonBallFighters.
GG's, Damascus and Tyrant.
Some more games for US West.
Thanks for the commentary.
So thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you very soon.
His hole disappeared in the beard. This is loud. Alright. I honestly might just end the stream here because I'm super sleepy and like I can't play anyway with my hand currently. I'll try and be back tomorrow though. I'm gonna send you guys over to William. Thank you so much for watching though, I had a lot of fun. It feels good to stream when like you haven't for a while, so I appreciate everyone hanging out. Good talks. Good times. Let me send you over to William. Like, I don't know if he was gonna run a tournament or whatever is happening over there. See you, Mamba. Take care, man. Good luck tomorrow. Bye bye, everyone.